Pre-ordered the, you know how Ubisoft had the gold editions, already pre-ordered the gold edition.
Wait, hold on. Are y'all watching
Now that you're
y'all
all
watching
caught up
the
in the
E3
news,
channel on
make sure to
YouTube,
check
right?
out the
Or
rest of
on
our
Twitch?
E3 coverage on
I'm
YouTube,
watching on
across
Twitch.
social media, or even
But-
on your smart TV.
Yeah.
Download the IGN app on all your mobile
Okay.
devices.
Are you still
and
on the Twitch
subscribe to
gaming
the
channel, or are
IGN
you on
Daily
E3's
Fix
channel?
on
E3's.
Snapchat for all things, everything.
Oh,
else
actually,
video
you know
games,
what though? You
E3,
just
and
reminded me
scary
that I
ass
don't think
rabbits,
they have it on that channel,
IGN.com.
so I have to go back.
Thanks for
to
watching.
Oh wait, no, I'm bugging. Sorry. Disregard. It should be on the E3 channel.
All right, I am headed there.
I'm gonna just look up Back for Bloodstream on YouTube just in case.
What's going on, y'all? We're back.
Back to reality.
Part 2 of E3, day 2.
Yeah, I have
So
it
switching
pre-ready.
it up a little bit here. We're gonna be doing the Back for Blood. We're gonna be doing the PC game show, and we're still playing by ear the future game show. See what it's looking like when the time comes.
All right, now I hear the fin a little bit, but it's only one like.
That was me, so you might be hearing my shit.
Oh, okay.
I got mine on the lowest setting possible.
篝火营地是中国领先的游戏媒体，创立于2018
You
年，
can't mess with the
致力
games.
于为全世界
on your
的
mic,
中文游戏玩家提供
Chris?
No, I think it's
精
serious.
准、迅速的。
No,
Is
no.
that whose fan is
篝火
that?
营地
It's
立足于
probably
中
my
国，
AC,
与多家国际一流游
and
戏
it probably
媒体
only
达
comes through
成
when I
正式内
speak.
容合作关系，源源不断地将最新鲜的游戏资讯第一时间带给全球
You
中文
guys hear
游
my
戏
shit
玩
right
家。
now, like when I'm
自
being
成立以
silent,
来，
or
篝
even
火
when I'm
营地
talking?
在全网的内容浏览量已经
I
超
don't
过
hear
5 亿
anything.，
服务了数百万
All
的
right,
独
so
立
I'm gonna
玩
leave
家
my。shit on.
我们的愿景是做
I
游
mean,
戏
yeah,
文
leave
化
it on.
的
It's
'Cause
too
of
hot.
that.
It's way too
您
hot.
可以在
Ah.
全球各大手机应用市场下载篝火营地 APP，或者访问
I don't understand.
3W
Living
点
in New England in the
gamebonfire.com 来
summertime.
加入游戏闯关。
That.
Also,
They like
remember
Texas.
there's a noise gate on OBS, so like whatever you and I are hearing, it may not come through on the stream.
Yeah.
As a part of Play for All, GameSpot will be bringing you the latest gaming news and
GameSpot.
announcements, interviews with developers,
got 3
the biggest
minutes.
press
Okay,
conferences,
this is
and
what's going
lots
on.
more. Play for All is our yearly online event that combines the excitement and announcements of E3
Yeah, I'm
with
watching-
charity live streams the
I'm
following
watching
week,
the,
with lots of special
Back for
guests
Blood
who are going to
page.
help us raise money for able
guess,
gamers. So join us in
according
June
to the
for
question
E3
I asked a
and Play
couple
for All
weeks
on
ago for the
GameSpot.com,
icebreaker.
YouTube.com/GameSpot,
The community is looking like
Twitch.tv/GameSpot, and as a
the
part of
biggest
E3's
L.
official broadcast. See you then.
Who did I say will take the biggest
And a
L?
big thank you
No,
to our
the
sponsors
way
like
that they're
DoorDash
coming
and
at
get more
these
from your
things.
neighborhood, from restaurants and
I remember I
convenience
said
to
it was going to be
grocery
Call of
and
Duty,
corner
and so
stores.
far I feel
Oh,
like I'm
man.
right.
All right.
Because people is
We
really
got a lot
excited
to
about
talk
this
about,
Battlefield.
sir.
We do.
Back for
Even more so
Blood.
after that second
I
trailer,
we put that
because
together.
We have to. I mean,
That
Back
was
for
in
Blood's
game,
all about
just like-
cooperation, getting out
Yeah.
there, be the cleaners, take on the
Oh,
ridden.
boy.
I had
Yeah,
a feeling
can't wait.
that the stuff
You know,
they
it's
showed in
funny,
that trailer was going to be
I
on
was
par
talking to
with
Damon
the
and I was
gameplay
like,
trailer,
oh,
and it
you
sure
used
enough
to
it was.
kick Greg's butt
Oh, I
in
saw
Left
it.
4
Showed off the
Dead, and
video.
he was like, no, we
Throw
got
up-
together, and I was
That's what we
like,
do. We're a team.
"Aw."
Right? That was the Game Scoop
The
squad,
helicopter and
ladies
all
and
that
gentlemen.
crazy
We weren't
stuff.
tearing each other apart. We were tearing up them zombies in Left 4 Dead,
Yeah.
which is why I'm so stoked to see Turtle Rock return to this and come out and do Back for
Yo,
Blood.
Jackie Jing's
So yeah, we're on
dress
the
looks
precipice
crazy.
of this presentation.
Go ahead,
What's
Jackie.
interesting, if you're not over on Twitter keeping up with there, they just put up a post
You're a
that I
dog.
think is interesting, explaining more of their online content,
Roof, roof.
keeping the
What's that make
squad
me a
together,
dog?
as they said. They're going to do it that if the party leader has
Her dress looks
content,
crazy.
PvE,
It's dope.
which means, of
I
course,
said
if they
go.
bought something, it'll be available
Not
to the
over here
entire
like, oh my
party.
God,
So if you
like-
want to do an
Oh,
expansion,
thirsty.
not everybody has to own it, just party
No,
leader
I'm
does.
messing with you.
And then
I
for
can't just joke
PvP,
around with
the
you.
question was, how do
No.
you keep it from being pay to win? They're doing
I'm
a thing
sorry.
where all the PvP additional
Same.
content you can get for free by progression.
I'm
So you could
saying.
pick it up by, cosmetics, unlock it right away.
Oh, they got
but if
razor
you want to, you
chairs?
can earn it
Okay.
for free in
I
the
didn't know
game,
that.
which is a great look.
You know what's been really interesting to me about Back for Blood is that, with some games
You
we
got
see them
razor chairs,
tripling just a
laptops,
tiny
everything.
bit.
Yeah.
Black Panther.
Yes,
That was
sir.
kind of
I know
happening.
about everything
Sorry. I know
besides
that
the chair. I gotta
stings.
listen
I
to him say for
apologize.
good.
I apologize.
So far,
But
those ones
Back
sit
4
straight
Blood is
up
the
besides
exact
mine.
opposite. They're
'cause
like,
Jesus
yo, we
Christ.
want you to know
Straight up.
exactly what this game is about. We have gotten very long descriptions about all the
Looks good
cleaners.
quality,
We've gotten a
too. I
very
just don't like the
inside
green.
look at the Ridden as well, and I have
I don't know if I can trust Razer after my
loved
last
everything
laptop.
that I've seen.
Yeah.
The cleaners
we
are
talking about a chair.
extremely varied in abilities,
No.
but I'm gonna be quiet because
It's almost time.
it's time.
That's the thing. Everything I've seen has been a PvE thing,
No.
which is why I
Don't
like
get
it.
me
So
wrong,
let's
the
talk about
quality of the laptop
PvP.
was
Here it
great.
is, ladies and gentlemen. The Back for Blood
The fact that it was
showcase.
crashing every 5 seconds.
What'd you buy? One of the gaming ones?
You know, there was a little while ago when WB Games had reached out
Yes.
to me and asked me if I wanted to be a part of
Yes.
the reveal of Back for Blood.
Yes, we're
and I knew
disappointed.
what it was, and I was so
Nah.
excited
Return it at
I-
least?
about what
I
this
returned it.
game
Yeah, I got my
is.
refund.
And it's the reason why that I'm so stoked for
I'm gonna
everyone at
just
home to enjoy this. So coming
wait for
up
Black
next,
Friday maybe to get
WB
another
Games
laptop or
is
something, I
throwing
don't
you
know.
smack in the middle
Yeah,
of
I don't know
action
anymore, so I
with
don't
their
know.
Gorefest
Apparently I'm getting a
shooter,
free
Back
commemorative
for
cup.
Blood. So
Being
grab
part
your
of the
weapon of
fan fest.
choice, because here is WB Games, Back for
Oh,
Blood.
Back for Blood.
Don't get it back. Blood, bird.
Thanks, Golden Boy. Hello and welcome to the Back for Blood PvP Showcase. If
Hey,
you
what's up,
don't
Naomi?
already know,
Haven't
Back
seen her
for
in a
Blood
while.
is an upcoming 4-player co-op zombie shooter made by the creators of Left 4 Dead. Today we're diving deeper into the new PvP mode called Swarm.
I hope I get a
how it
commemorative
works,
cup.
and
I signed
what
up for the
you'll be
Fan Fest.
doing, maybe even a little bit of strategy. We'll also
Did you
talk
show
with
up for
Turtle
the
Rock's lead game
preview
designer
thing?
on Back for Blood, Brandon Yanez, to help piece
Pain.
it all together. Before we get there, though, let's start off with the reveal of a brand new PvP trailer and see what it's like in action.
So this is PvPvE, right?
No. Well, yeah.
You ever play Left 4 Dead?
About those zombies.
A long time ago, but like I'm talking about the specific Swarm PvP mode.
It's
That's what this is.
yeah. So yeah, like the way the way the concept works out is like the other basically you playing as survivors and the other team is playing as the special infected.
This is what
Yeah, when this game came out, like I played it a little bit, but I never really got fully into it. But then again, I didn't really have friends that was into this game at the time either. Well, you guys, but I wasn't playing on the same shit.
But
I'm still a Sony boy. Yeah, I was a Sony boy.
Good old Sony Pony.
Yeah, I was. You know what I really wish we had gotten to see today, though, guys? Some state of emergency or whatever that game's called. State of, yeah, there you go. Wanted more of that one, for sure.
Here they come.
August 5th.
That looked intense. So there you have it, guys. Back for Blood's PvP mode Swarm. To hear more about it and to take a deep dive into the gameplay and the mechanics, we have Turtle Rock's lead game designer on Back for Blood, Brandon Yanez. Brandon, can you tell us a little bit about the inspiration of this new PvP mode and what makes it fun and unique?
Of course, so just like our previous titles, we really enjoy bringing new ideas to the table
I
while
gotta
retaining the
refresh.
spirit of the genre that we're working in. So Back 4 Blood's PvP is heavily inspired by our previous titles that mix survival, fast action, massive monsters,
Yeah,
and
like
a touch of
Bros.
horror. So our goal is to make a balanced and fun PvP mode with just as much replayability as the main campaign.
So what's the structure of the PvP like? Do you play in rounds? Can you play as both cleaners and ridden in one match, or are we swapping between the two?
Yeah, so it's played as a best-of-3 match. Teams of 4 take turns swapping between the ridden and cleaner players. The job of the cleaners is to scavenge supplies, find a good place on the map to fortify their position, and try to last as long as they can. The ridden's main objective is to kill the cleaners as fast as they can. So this is achieved by choosing the right ridden to counter the other team's strategy, using mutation upgrades, and by coordinating attacks with other AIs and players. As the round progresses, the swarm moves in, so this increases the size of the ridden attacks and shrinks the playable space, sometimes forcing the cleaners out of their favorable positions, right? So when a cleaner team is wiped from the field, the points are scored for how long they survive. Then both teams swap, and then they go at it from the other side. The team that runs the clock the longest as the cleaners is the winner.
Now, I understand you can play as all the different cleaners in both co-op and PvP. Do you have a favorite character that you play as?
So I have a couple. I play Mom a lot. She's a badass with a sawed-off shotgun. She adds a lot of survivability to the team. She can also instantly help teammates that have fallen during battle. All of our cleaners have special perks, so that one is hers.
Let's jump into another trailer that goes a little more in depth on the Ridden's progression through PvP. Check it out.
Bro.
Intestinal discharge.
Boomer, spitter. Where's the hunter? Oh, that's the hunter.
Tall boy.
No witch though. Huh? It's crazy how people have been clamoring for this game and like Valve just did it.
Never.
Just like, do I not like money?
Nice.
Okay, so Brandon, we just saw that each different Ridden has their own variants as well as their own mutations on each variant. So can you expand a little more on these special abilities and how they work?
Sure. So at the start of each round, players can choose between 9 playable Ridden, each with their own unique abilities. So for example,
I'm about
the
to be a tall
Stalker
boy.
can pounce a player and pull them away from their team, or an Exploder can time their detonation in the middle of a group of cleaners and fling them all in separate directions.
Now, knowing that each Ridden has these different abilities, how do they change and improve throughout a match and improve the Ridden's chance of winning?
So as the Ridden battle against the cleaners, they gain points. They can spend these points on team-wide upgrades called mutations. Mutations upgrade and improve a lot of different things on the Ridden side, from adding effects to their abilities. They might buff the common AI waves in size and strength. So the really cool thing is so they affect the whole team, and they persist between rounds. So as a Ridden team starts to coordinate their upgrades, things can get pretty wild.
What are some strategies that the Ridden team can take on in order to get a leg up on the competition?
If the cleaners are really sticking together, you can swap to the Wretch and vomit on their location. That's going to cause them to spread out, right? This is going to open up a whole bunch of opportunities for
like
other Ridden players to attack,
there?
right? So if
that,
you get them to
pulls
spread
you
out
with
and there's a
tongue?
Stalker nearby, Stalker use the Chaos to grab one of the cleaners and drag them off into the
I mean,
swarm. The Wretch's vomit also slows their victims,
I didn't
so
see it,
if a tall boy
but
who's naturally
I'm sure
pretty
it probably
slow
is.
can attack one of those slow characters, they're going to really be able to pummel them. Another good one is if a Exploder waits for a
I'm about to be a
cleaner
tall
to
boy.
go revive their friend, they can use that as an opportunity to charge in and detonate on them, sending them flying and doing a massive amount of damage.
Whew, sounds pretty brutal. So with that being said, which is your favorite Ridden to play as?
That has to be the tall boy. It's pretty easy to pick up and play, and have a lot of fun hitting cleaners across the map.
Speaking of fun, let's talk about weapons. Now, throughout the trailers, you can see a number of different weapons. Can you go a little deeper into what those weapons are and how they work?
So we really wanted to expand on the amount of choices the player had in Back 4 Blood with their weapon. So of course there's handguns, shotguns, LMGs, SMGs, sniper rifles, and a whole bunch of other types of weapons, each with sort of like a unique character feel to them.
Now, how deep does this weapon customization go? I really want to know. What are some of the different attachments and options, and how do they change the gameplay overall?
Absolutely. So there's a lot of different customization options for your weapons. So throughout the world, you can find scopes, silencers, stocks, sights, all that good stuff. You can mix and match them, so there's a ton of options.
Last question. Do you have a favorite type of weapon?
Absolutely. So as I said earlier, I really enjoy playing Mom, so her shotgun is definitely at the top of my list.
Ah, that's a solid choice. All right, we've
Little
learned a little bit
725.
about how it all works, the cleaners, the ridden, the mutations, as well
Looks
as
more
how
like
the
a sawed-off
customization
version,
works for the
yeah.
weapons. Thank you so much for joining me, Brandon, and for giving us a little bit more detail on
I
Back
love
4
how that
Blood's new
reload
PvP
animation
mode
looks the
Swarm.
same in like no
Thanks
matter
for
what
having
game
me.
it is.
I can't wait for everyone to get their hands on this game. We're all really excited.
I can't wait either. The good news is that you guys won't have to wait too long. There's an open beta coming up on August 12th with an early access portion on August 5th available to those who pre-order. That's all for today, but Back 4 Blood still has a lot more to reveal in the coming months, so stay tuned. Bye.
Javon's like, I like this. Imagine that was it, this whole press conference.
I'm saying, imagine we might not have to.
You know?
You did that, Manny. That was you. Spoke it directly into existence.
Fact. Shit.
And there you got it, folks.
Yeah,
Back
that was
for
10
Blood.
minutes.
Looks awesome. PvP mode. That was actually a pleasant surprise for me. When
Wow.
I played the game, you know, and when the alpha was out, I think it was the alpha is what they termed it as. It was, you know, a single player cooperative, right? That kind of
I
experience.
did think they were gonna like maybe dive in and
you know,
do
I love
like
me
a
some good
match,
old-fashioned,
like maybe
unorthodox
start off live
PvP
and have
types of games. I
this
love
guy
that kind of stuff.
shoutcast or
Yeah,
whatever.
I played an
don't know.
irresponsible amount of the versus mode.
That would have
in
been a
Left
good
4
idea,
Dead
I
and
think,
Left 4
yeah.
Dead 2, in which you get to be
That's
both the
painful.
monsters and the player characters. And Swarm mode
Well,
looks
it's that
that's
PC
exactly
game
what I
show,
wanted
the
from this
Master Race.
game. And I like the wrinkle where it's you're going to die no matter what, like you're actually in a horror movie. At least that's what I would do in a horror movie. I would just perish immediately. But here, you have to try and rack up as big of a time as possible and challenge the other team to beat it. I think that's a cool conceit, and like really, like it makes it feel distinct from the campaign mode, like you might see in the previous game. So I'm excited for it.
Yeah, and obviously you and I, we both come from an esports background. You know, I see something like that. It looks different, and we know Turtle Rock's history, having tried different games and different unorthodox multiplayer games in the past. But I
Watch
think
the
that there's some
PC one be
potential there
like
for some fun
20
competition.
minutes.
I think that I don't know
it's
if I
supposed
see
to
it as like
be
a full
90
esport,
minutes.
but like
Agreed.
a Twitch Rivals or something,
Yeah,
or like
yeah.
some fun
Wasn't
competitions.
this supposed to be a half
like we get a
hour?
couple G4 hosts together.
Well,
Shameless
We
plug.
I don't think it
Start
said it was
playing
going to be half an hour. I just
I got you,
assumed so
Jerry.
because
Shameless plug, and then
it was
we all
at
play
5
together.
o'clock,
We're
and
the
then at 5:30
zombies,
the
we're the
PC
good
game show was
guys, and then we
supposed to
do it in real
I
life.
just assumed that.
No, I wouldn't want to do that in real life, especially
Fair
not
enough.
after the week we had. Damon, though, I know you're a single-player guy, but I know you also played a decent amount of Left 4 Dead. So because of this Back
Hey,
4
when
Blood,
nobody wants to play with friends.
what I like about it is, yes, it is, you know, PvP, but
nobody what?
it still pulls back to the single-player
Sure.
experience very well. And I think for that reason, it should appeal to folks who maybe don't really want to dive into PvP, but enjoy, you know, the gameplay mechanics.
I think there's actually a character or a class just for people like me in the PvP, and that's the Exploder.
Yes.
I'm going to die a lot, but if I can take out a few enemies with me, I don't mind dying so much.
Yeah, exactly. It's all right to just run up there, blow yourself up a few times. You know what, man, Michael? It looks like it's going to be a good
Which
time.
one do you think you're
Do
gonna be
you
playing
feel
with
like this is something that you can pick up and play repeated sessions of? Like,
Yeah, I miss having that game
Honestly,
where I
I'll
could just
play
like
because
play
of
with my friends back home.
I kinda
and
wanna be a
just really
stalker.
loud and ignorant over comms. Like
the stalker the
Left
one
4
that's
Dead
pouncing?
is 1000% that game.
Yeah,
for
and
us.
it
You
like
just
pulls you away
wow
from the
out
group and
on
shit.
Discord
Yeah,
or
that
whatever,
sounds
but,
like me.
That's the one I'd
it's
want
really
to,
exciting
yeah.
in the sense that
Yeah.
you know when you
Because
think about
it just
Left 4
looks
Dead
cool,
was a
and
source
then this
mod.
is like-
and so like Turtle Rock obviously made their bread off
No,
that.
you're
but,
alone.
the
That's
production
always what I
values of
loved
Back 4
about
Blood,
Left
you know,
4
this is
Dead,
their
though. Like,
opportunity
I
to
would
kind
always
of bring
play
back that magic
that
of
character.
Left 4 Dead, but,
Like, somebody
do it
could,
on a much bigger scale.
I forget
and,
what the.
like, that
I want to say
presentation
it's
that
a
we saw,
liquor.
it's
I
like,
don't
yo,
remember
we're going
exactly.
all in on this mode with all these
Somebody would
classes,
use the
these different
character that can
characters.
pull them
Yo,
with
it's
the
gonna be
tongue,
wild,
and
all
I
sorts
would
of
like
stuff.
while
So
they're getting
it's
pulled, I
really
would
it's
just
really
take the
promising
hunter
because
and
that
jump on
format,
somebody
that
else.
foundation is strong enough already.
dope.
That can carry a new game. But if you put on like a lot of
I'm
mechanics
doing
on
that
top of
every single time I grab somebody.
So,
I know
and
it's
funny
creepy.
enough,
I don't
we
care.
did not
Yeah.
mention that Back 4 Blood was
pulling you
also
away.
on the
I'm here for
Xbox
it.
press briefing as well.
Yeah.
So
Every
you
time.
actually saw
Javon,
a
you're
few
right,
of the
though. That is the
different
best
elements that are
part.
going to be coming
Day
to this
one
game.
Game Pass.
Something that I love, Ovally, giant monsters.
Yeah,
Giant
bro.
monsters.
I don't
always
think they want to focus
Oh,
on that.
giant
though,
monsters
'cause,
are
you know,
freaking
they're trying to
amazing.
make it
You
for
saw,
the
I think
broader
they said like
audience, but-
9 playable ridden.
Yeah,
yeah.
She's fighting the huge monster that we ended up seeing, which was like the size of a building, just came in. So I'm trying to figure out like, okay, cool. So we're co-oping
Frozen
this. We're
again.
getting in there. We're taking him down together. But then also very excited for the PvP moments.
stream frozen again?
because I just can't wait to just throw
Oh,
up
mine
with
is
friends.
good now.
Can't do
I'm
it in
actually
real
ahead of
life,
you
so may
guys
as
now.
well do it in the game.
That's
Yeah.
what's up.
You sure you can't
Wait,
do it in real
no?
life?
Well, you have a mask on.
Mine
so
was
it's
exactly on time with Denzel's.
We're trying to be COVID safe, GB. Thank you very much.
Totally.
But no, I mean, it just seems like such a fun game. The last time I played Left 4 Dead 2
Hey,
was
tall
quite
boy.
honestly in middle school, and all my friends were older at me and just yelling at me.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, okay, cool. I now
Isn't
see
that
some
what
of
they
the
call it, though,
mechanics that
Stalker?
Michael
I
was
gotta, like,
mentioning,
figure
and
that
being able
out.
to kind of like
'Cause I'ma
throw
just
up
keep
on
calling
people
them the
and
Left 4
put them out
Dead
their hiding
noobs.
spots or trying to like separate people from the
Hunter.
rest of the squad. I can't wait to
Or a
like
stinger.
with my
There was a
newly
stinger.
formed
There was a
adult
stalker.
brain, try to implement
And then
Well, you know, if there's one thing a game like Back 4 Blood
I
is
can't
good
remember the
for,
third one.
it's good for
Javon's
yelling
coming.
at
He
friends
said when
and
Chris said
having
he
a good
likes the
time.
Stalker
One
because it
friend
sounds
who
like
I
him.
love yelling at, it's great
Whoa,
Billy
whoa,
who's over
pause,
with
yo.
Jackie. Greg,
Hey,
take it away.
Thank
Yo,
you.
don't do that to me,
Golden
dog.
Boy.
Don't do that.
Always a
like
pleasure
that.
to yell at you.
Come on, son.
Avi's newly
just saying.
formed adult
Adult
brain.
brain.
That's the play style I would like
At
to
what point
be
does
doing.
it
You
form?
know what I'm
And
saying?
what year does the adult brain? You know what we want? Let's keep talking a little bit about Back 4 Blood.
I was gonna say all of ours is still forming.
Come
so,
with me.
Yeah, we've
More,
come a long way.
I'm hurting mine more than I'm helping at this point, I think. What did you think? PvP, Back 4 Blood.
Oh my
Oh,
goodness,
shit's super
I
creepy.
absolutely love everything I've seen with Back 4 Blood.
Yeah.
Absolutely
Since the first trailer,
love
to be
everything
completely
I've
honest,
seen.
and then I've just been like tracking every single
get it
YouTube
back
video
in
that I can get
there.
my hands on.
Yeah.
And actually, the co-founder Phil Robb, it was like in some
I was
YouTube
mocking
video, and he
him.
was
I was
like,
like,
you know, we've had to sit back the last 10 years and watch other people riff on something we created.
Yeah.
And I feel like he's like, y'all, I'm bringing it 100%. We're gonna give you cleaners with depth. We're gonna give you ridden with depth.
Of course.
You know, we just heard Ovalie and we heard Golden Boy talking about the potential for esports
Oh,
here.
man.
You know, I was talking to you, I said, wow, do you
Listen,
think
man,
that
I'm
there
telling
could be
you,
the
every
potential
time
for that?
somebody
So a
gets
lot of
snatched
people
up,
thinking
yo,
that as well.
yeah,
I
yo,
think they're bringing
bruh.
their A game. And I have loved everything I have seen.
I
What's wrong with
adored
you?
Left 4 Dead, but I
Ain't
only
nothing wrong
played
with
it.
me. I'm playing the
co-op.
character.
Yeah.
I've never been the PvP person.
You're a
and it's-
lover, not a
Yeah.
player.
Well, it's interesting to get to this point now, you know, in 2021, and talk about this and look for what we just saw from this presentation, because I can see me and my friends playing that.
I guess you
can
could
see Kinda
say
Funny doing
he's a
streams of
dog.
that.
Oh, yeah.
And I think this round, you know, best of 3, switch sides, go through who can clear it the fastest in the time.
Oh,
It gets
that's
really
fun.
interesting really quickly. When you have somebody, and I think also about how I guess you know,
low-key,
since
I think that's how
as
Kawhi's
old as
blood
I am,
was
and as long ago as Left 4 Dead 2 was, the way my gaming preferences have changed, because I still think of it as Left 4 Dead and what I do with Left 4 Dead, but in reality, right, there's, for me personally, been Predator hunting grounds. There's been Friday the 13th. There's been these different things that are challenging me and my
I
friends
guess you
to
could say
go at it.
Ollie
And
is a
then
dog.
switch up the teams, right? When somebody like Snowbike Mike comes in and is way too powerful and is too good as a cleaner, we'll put him over on the ridden side and have that try to balance for it. I thought it sounded really good. I'm just.
Are you
I'm
seeing
right
these
there with
comments,
you.
Chris?
Like this
'Cause I wanna
idea
repeat
of-
them.
one of the
Yeah,
things we were
yeah,
talking about
Chris,
is,
we know.
you know, for every round, the area of play shrinking, so that it does become you've sat there, you've established your base of operations, and now you've got to move all the
Yo,
way over
imagine that though.
You know I'm
Like,
all about that.
you don't
battle
even
royale,
pronounce
so
yet?
I was like, okay, I'm
Like,
here
y'all
for
just
that
go
for
through the
sure.
mission,
So
all of a
who
sudden
do
you
think
hear
we're gonna
Chris?
pick? I was leaning towards
Yeah.
Holly with the bat. You know me, I'm all
Tell me,
melee
I'm
over
not
here.
even gonna.
I
I'm not
Mom
even
with
gonna
the
move.
shotgun.
I want you to see me, right?
Pretty good.
I'm just gonna
right?
stand
You know
there.
what I mean?
Mom with the shotgun. You can't beat that for
And then,
sure.
I mean, what about
Oh,
when you, what do you
like
think
that.
of the ridden? Who you think?
And as soon as you
Honestly,
turn your head,
Ovalie stole my pick. I want to
Yeah.
vomit on people.
Really?
I do. I'm just
It's
like, that
over.
was too fun. Though being the exploder
better
could
watch
be.
out for me,
I
man.
agree
Stalker.
with Damon as well. That could be really
Well,
fun.
See,
too.
Crusher, I think I'm in like.
kind of.
Hey man, own
Squeeze
it.
him go. But again, it'll be about building, you know, teams
Own
together,
it.
non-playable ridden, a whole bunch of different stuff.
Oh my goodness, we could talk Back 4 Blood for days. I have like pages
Yeah, I know,
and
right?
I feel good
pages.
about that one.
But one even more details, Back 4 Blood's lead producer sat down with our partners at Reddit for an in-depth AMA. Check it out.
We got an AMA.
They're doing a lot of these.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Let's get some more info. Crossplay, cross-chat.
We are
Yeah,
going to
that's
be
important, yes.
supporting this in our up-and-coming beta that people will be able to play this August. And of course, we also fully intend to support that for the launch of the game.
So there will be crossplay?
It looks like it, yeah. Cross-gen cosplay. That's
Nice.
We're going to be supporting
Hey, man,
2 modes.
if it's on Game Pass on PC, I'm
PvE
definitely
and
on PC.
PvP. PvE is your more traditional kind of style, where you're going against the AI with the 4 cleaners against the ridden, and then PvP is where you can fight against other players online. In PvP, we have a separate progression tree that we call the ZMS, which is the Zombie Mutation System. As you play through the game, we grant points to players depending on how well they're doing during each round, and then they're kind of free to spend those points on upgrades to the different zombies that we have, just so we can, they can make them more powerful, cleaner killing machines.
He's talking about the denims. I can see that.
Indeed, there's actually plenty of other stuff to keep cleaners occupied. When you're, as you're saying, when you're going from safe room
he
to
took
safe
over
room,
for Steve
we're going to have
Carell.
special events
In like the last
in
season,
maps.
remember?
We're going to have some lulls
What?
when you're not always getting hoarded by
What is his name in the
tons
show?
and tons of
I didn't really
zombies.
watch
You'll have
Office like
time
that.
to
It wasn't one of those shows that really hit for me.
explore each map, explore each area where you'll be able to look for loot or upgrades or attachments to weapons, all that kind of thing. And we'll also have some secondary objectives in each of these maps that players will be able to complete. So yeah, as you say, ADS wasn't in Left 4 Dead, but we're certainly fully aware that a lot of games these days do support that feature. It's pretty common, so it's something we definitely wanted to include, so players have that option. And I believe we do have some cards that can disable ADS.
It does. Halo 5
is not your thing.
Not like it's not. It's not like
I'm probably
it's not like Call of Duty. There's ADS.
Good. I know you only asked me for one, but I like playing Mum a lot. The quick revive is super handy. Walker's great because he gives you that extra boost of accuracy, which I need every now and again.
I have to admit.
And the Holly extra stamina is super useful. Stamina helps you get away from some sticky situations. And I guess speaking of sticky, for the Ridden, I love playing the Hocker, like hiding up on rooftops during PvP, checking where you see the cleaners are going to try and hide out, and then trying to stick them from afar, and then that kind of sticks them in place and allows some of the other more up close and attack Ridden to get some free hits in while they're trying to free themselves. So it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I think it's the same old Halo ADS. Although they didn't really focus on it too much, so I don't know if there's new gameplay mechanics that we just haven't really seen yet.
Yes,
but they're
thank you so
probably
much.
gonna try to do like
we're
a
really
full
excited
Halo
for
deep
the beta
somewhere
and the
during
launch
the
of the main
summer.
game. It was pretty amazing that Warner Brothers gave us the opportunity to make this game. And then, as you said, the atmosphere in the studio at the time
so here's
was
the major
electric,
question,
and it has
which one are you more
continued
excited for?
to remain
This
so, even though
or
we've developed
Redfall?
this game in somewhat unusual circumstances.
Easily Redfall. But that's not to take away from this. Like, I'm actually very excited for this too. But like, Redfall just
these
looks very
Ridden can certainly mutate
and there's a
into
lot of
all
mystery to it.
sorts of different shapes
still don't know
and
what it is
sizes.
really.
So, you know, who
I'd
knows
have to
what
see more of
monstrous
Redfall
thing they
before I can
might
answer
turn
that.
into next.
Yeah, it was only like a little.
We won't be supporting that at launch, but you can of course queue in with three of your friends into PvP. And I think it's important to point out that during a match of PvP, you play different rounds. And then at one point you will be playing as the Ridden.
The biggest
and then
reason
at one
why
point
I
you'll be
say
playing as the Cleaners.
I'm more excited for
you're
it
going to have a chance to
because
pick off.
As much as I
Ridden
love Left 4
during
Dead,
a
and
normal match
I
of
am very
PvP
excited for
with
this
three of your
game.
friends.
This looks like a modern Left 4 Dead, right? Like it still looks like something we've already played or seen before. Because I don't know enough about what Redfall
screen,
is, I can
right now
assume that it's a
unfortunately
like a
won't be
4v4 or 5v5 PvP situation, like kind of like a hero shooter where you have different players with different abilities, so on and so forth. But
we
like
don't currently support
Bethesda's
that,
been doing
but,
such an interesting job
you
with all
can
these
build
different games,
decks
like
with the
Arcane
card
made.
system. And that will give you the option to
what's
take
the game that's supposed to be coming out for
reload speed you like, which another character has. So you can add that to your deck, and you can start customizing your character that way.
Like they're
So
making
you
all
have
these like
similarities to
inventive
some
games.
of the Cleaners.
Like definitely, this looks like another one of those unique inventive. Type of
Okay,
games.
thanks for hanging around.
Even though we don't know much
give me the
about it,
opportunity to answer some of these questions for you. Don't forget, in August, there's the open beta is going live. We'd love you all to play as much of that as you can, because that'll get us ready for the big day in October when we bring the full game to you. Look out. Get ready.
October
Back
12th
for
is
blood.
far.
The big day in
Yeah,
October. Yeah, dead ass, bro. Because this year's been flying. Go faster with Norton.
More
You ain't got that Norton. What's wrong with you, fam? You gotta go get that. That shit hard. Smoother gaming and shit, bro. What? You ain't got that?
By security, VPN, dark web. Dark
Oh,
web.
man, you fucked
Honor
up.
me.
IGN Summer of Gaming
Go
has
ahead and get that
officially
going.
partnered with the ESA for E3 2021. IGN Summer of Gaming is now all summer long. From major press conferences and announcements at E3 2021 to the IGN Expo with exclusive gameplay and reveals to exciting first looks at the hottest new games and in-depth developer interviews, IGN Summer of Gaming has it all. IGN Summer of Gaming begins.
Oh, we also
right
didn't talk
now.
about that, did we? So, how y'all feel about like the graphics that they showed in the new Halo shit compared to last year?
I feel like they were very deliberate to show like a small, tight scene where like it was really focused more on the cinematics as opposed to really trying to wow you with the graphics. So what I saw, I liked graphically, but I feel like they made a really strategic decision to say, let's draw them in with story.
See, I kind of feel like I think they did kind of show. How do I put this? So you remember the little bit of a cutscene that they have with Master Chief and the guy with the hair and shit in the little the cargo, whatever they're in?
Yep.
Yeah.
I compared that to like the scene that we got with Master Chief kind of like going through space and all the debris and all that shit. And then there's the scene where he was talking to the AI, the lady or whatever. And you look at his suit, it's really detailed. I think I don't know, it looked like they went in and did some shit.
Big
That's
floppies,
me.
not the little diskette floppies.
I have
the
such
big
complicated
floppies,
like, opinions on that whole
you'd go and you'd
showcase
buy
from
the
last year.
game and it came
Because
in
I
this
feel
big
like people
box, and
really.
of course, internet came about and it was like AOL 1.0.
The biggest reason why people
was
were
black and white,
crapping on
and
the
you'd
gameplay or
connect and you'd have
the
extra
graphics
modem,
because
and
of
then
that
be
Craig
upstairs,
thing.
you'd be like,
And the
"Don't
Craig
pick up the
situation was
phone!"
like
You know,
literally
kick me off the internet.
a split second moment, like, and it was just like the same thing people tried to do with Horizon Forbidden West. There was like a split moment where something didn't look the way they felt like it should look. So everybody's gonna rip it apart. But I didn't feel like it looked bad last year. Like that cutscene with the guy in the ship, like that didn't look bad. This year's stuff looks a lot better. But they already said straight up, like it's an old build. It was a build from the beginning of last year.
Continuing. Can
Like,
you believe we are
they were gonna
moments
polish it
away?
up, but obviously they still needed more time because of COVID.
It's coming up.
So
We can't
I don't
wait.
know, I feel like
It's
it
gonna
was
be
inevitable
exciting.
for it
The
to
question
come
I have for you
along
is,
and be better looking.
and especially you.
It looks
Alex.
polished now. If
What
you
does
ask me,
PC
like
gaming
now
show
it
mean
looks
to you?
like.
Well, you
Yeah.
know, so
I think it's just a matter of they have more time now,
traditionally, I'm
so-
taking it all the way back when I was a
You
young lad in the Bronx. No, but
People
I
are just
grew up
picky.
traditionally playing console games.
Yeah, even like the way how they
So,
opened up
you
the
know, when I
trailer
got
and they
older,
showed the
when I
whole
got
environment,
some
like to
money
say
and I
like,
could
oh, this is
afford
the
to get a
biggest open
PC,
world we've ever built.
you know, I
Like
was
even that
turned to
looks
this
really
world,
good.
and
You
now
know what I'm
like
saying?
that's
I do feel
all
like they
I ever wanna
presented
play.
it a little
like
bit
PC
better.
for me
But
is
then
is
again, they didn't
everything.
really give you too
So
much like
this show,
gameplay
and
of
of course,
the
being
story,
hosted
which
by
honestly
none
I'm
other
okay
than
with.
one of the legends of esports, Day 9.
really want much of the sports
It is
world for me.
it's a real joy to watch it. You know, you're always going to get some fun games out of there, and it puts a spotlight on games you normally wouldn't get to hear about because you know there's so much going on with the hustle and bustle
Grappling
of
hook from
E3.
Halo.
Yeah, 100%. That's what I think is special about PC Gaming Show.
A lot of
is that
grappling.
it is first off designed for the PC player, which I know sounds like the
And that's
stupidest thing
crazy.
a host can
Battlefield
say,
still has
but
that
it's
shit
true
about it.
because
They're
it's
doing
designed in a
VR
way of like,
and
hey,
shit.
let's
But I almost
target
feel like,
PC
how do you
players.
not?
Let's talk to them on a
Like,
different
how do you
level.
not
Jackie,
in this game
what
that
do
you're
you get out of
building?
the show?
Like,
I
how
have
do
two
you
PC
not?
games,
I can't
so
see a
I'm all
VR
about
yet.
PC
I mean,
life.
what?
So-
Bro,
Look at that flex.
hold on.
Well, when I was in
If
the
you-
Bronx,
if
I
it's like
built the
it's
PC
different,
one.
'cause,
She's
like,
got
in a
two over
multiplayer
there.
game,
She got 1 gallon of
can't
dust she doesn't even need.
I'm okay. I'm not. I
that
shouldn't
environment,
have even
bro.
said that.
Oh,
I was
man,
just
if they're
saying
building
that.
that shit,
What I
and you
love
ain't
about
even
the
think
PC
about
gaming
that, that's
show
wild, to me,
is
man.
that my
They
brother's
have,
a
there's-
huge
the game's supposed to have
PC
3
fan,
game
and,
modes
like,
in
I just
particular.
remember
They've already
him being
announced 2 of
glued
them,
to the
and they
computer,
said the third
I
one's going to be a
was more like,
secret.
you know, I
So I
played
feel
more
like
console, and I was
yeah,
like, what are you doing over here?
probably
and
going to be
actually actually like I took it upon myself after he passed away to like really dive in and learn how to play in PC.
I doubt
I'm
it.
awful. I'm
They would
absolutely
have made
the weather.
but I feel
They would have made the
connected
third
You
main
can
game
plug your
mode
controller
VR
in, so
mode.
you're
It's not
good.
everybody's
Yeah,
gonna
you're
have
right. There is
VR
also
access
that
to
option
VR
as
headset.
well. But I'm
Wait,
also
VR or
thinking
VR?
that-
I'm talking about Battle
Battle
Royale.
Royale.
You know what
Oh,
I
I
mean?
thought you
Like, I
said
just think you
VR.
always see a game
That's
that
why
just
I said
makes
I
you
can't
light up
see
and
it, though. I was
smile.
like,
And
VR.
there's just so many trailers, so
That's
I'm
what I
very
thought.
excited.
Yeah,
got
that's
the
the thing
VR
about it,
headset
right? 'Cause
on.
I feel like you were talking about it. It's discoverability. It's something you wouldn't get at one of the bigger conferences. So it's stuff that can be targeted and incredibly niche.
I
It
heard
can be like something
VR.
that is this strategy simulator you would have never seen
Hey,
on
yo,
a
you're
Xbox
hearing
or
something
anywhere else.
different
in
these
E3,
last
but
couple
here it is
days,
getting
man.
the time it deserves, and it offers such a great
Hearing
insight
something.
into
So,
what
so does that
inevitably
change your
will come in
answer now
consoles
that you know we're
eventually.
talking?
Yeah, very true. But
Yeah,
you
of course
you
I
are
can
going to see
see
things
VR.
that sometimes you'll get that bit.
That's
Oh,
I think.
man.
Plus, then so.
No. No.
Game that's
Yeah.
there because it is very important,
we go.
especially there was like a
Okay.
period where like all
Denzel
PC
froze
was
for a
like
second
World of
on Skype.
Warcraft and then like
Nah,
you
this
know
thing
you had
looks
Counter Strike
weird
and a few
now.
other things.
OBS
That's
might
all
be
people cared
tweaking.
about. But it's very important that the PC gaming community continues
OBS
to be
got
taken
my
care of.
whole screen
continue to
looking
be
weird. It says
supported,
we're still
and that's why
streaming
I
now, so I
love
don't
this
know.
show, and I think
It
it is
still
so
looks good.
important
I
for the
mean-
space.
100%, and it's also such a great
Yeah, I'm
avenue
looking
for
at the
independent
stream.
developers.
Very
You
true.
know what I mean?
Okay,
Right
as
now
long
it
as
is
it's
so
live,
easy if
that's
you want to make a game
I
to
care
go
about.
and
But I
try
can't
making a game on
see-
your PC, and with all the
can't
different
see
digital
my own
storefronts, you're
stream.
able to get out there. But
Oh,
you don't
there
hear
we
me
go.
talk
Look at it
about
through
the PC gaming show. You'd rather see it. So, ladies
All
and
right,
gentlemen,
here comes the
without
PC game
further
show,
ado,
baby. Well,
the
you've been
PC
waiting
gaming
for.
show. Woohoo!
I know what to expect. I've never seen the PC game show.
You guys are
I just want to see that game, bro. I always forget the name of it, but y'all know which one I'm talking about.
Why is the graphics card flying? I know I'm ahead of you guys. I'm
Space
sorry.
Year 2021. Having spent the last
Dogecoin
12
mining
months hunkered
facility?
down and definitely not hiding in a
What?
subterranean bunker, our heroes have fled Earth aboard a spacecraft with one
I'm glad-
purpose. To bring
Making
you
jokes
the
of it.
hottest trailers, to bring you the best interviews,
Damn,
to
yo.
bring you the
Close
PC
to the moon, bro.
Gaming
Yeah.
Show.
Okay, we got a similar Devolver Digital type
I
energy
was
going
gonna
on.
say, yeah. Care for it.
I don't know what to expect. Like,
Situation calamitous.
Sean!
Situation
Sean!
calamitous. Situation
Do something! Do something!
Countdown to the extinction of human race begins now.
Oh, Deadbot, no! We have
it
so
is
much to
ending
live
the
for. I'm
show.
pretty sure Half-Life 3 is gonna be announced this year!
3, 2.
Yo, I didn't even check that Brooklyn
It
score.
is so good to be back, gang, and this year we're in space.
Hi, Captain. Happy to be remotely
Oh, so that's where all the
on board,
graphics
Sean.
card
Well,
going.
I'm so glad you were able to finance this year's PC gaming show by,
Mm.
you know, selling all those black market graphics cards you've been hoarding.
Oh shit. Milwaukee smacking that ass, yo.
Yes, a crime with absolutely no real-world consequences. Hey, Frankie, wait a minute. Is that a 65-ton catapult mech model CPLTC-1 as featured in MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries?
Sean, I always knew you had immaculate taste. It most certainly is.
I can't wait for this year's significantly more weaponized PC gaming show to go off
In
without a
space.
hitch. Which reminds me, Dembot, can you run a quick hitch scan?
Yes, Sean. Of course, Sean. Running hitch scan.
Oh, and I also want to warmly welcome someone new to the crew. Mika Burton, welcome.
Hi, everyone. I'm so happy to be here and look forward to bringing all of you fresh new PC games and hardware.
Hitch scan complete. 0 hitches found presently or in 13,908,665 possible futures.
Hooray!
Yeah!
So what's the plan, Cap?
Well, Frankie, Debbot's gonna send you the coordinates for your first target, now. Your targets might be exclusive interviews, trailer premieres, or any number of amazing new computer games to beam down to the fine people on Earth.
Mission received.
Now, this is gonna continue until all the targets are acquired and our mission is completed smoothly and without a hitch. Isn't that right, Debbot?
Yes, no hitches located, Sean. Not a single hitch in sight.
But first, let's teleport down to the stage to check in on E3 happenings. The only reason we're allowed to legally be back on Earth.
Oh, planet Earth.
Oh, great to be back, right? Am I right?
One of my favorite planets in the whole galaxy.
It's all right.
And thank God that teleporter was
I bought
conveniently
Suster
built
Boy.
just out of frame of camera. Mika, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to the PC Gaming Show 2021. It feels great to be back on a live stage once again. Over the next 90 minutes, we're going to bring you a showcase of some of the most exciting upcoming PC titles with world premieres and exclusive interviews.
And if dozens of new trailers wasn't enough for you guys, later in the show, we are going to tell you how to win a custom MechWarrior 5 themed PC powered by Intel. So you're going to want to stick around for that.
Now, make sure to keep out a special look for a special promo code throughout the show from Humble Bundle, during which you can get a ticket to get Civilization 6 Platinum Edition for just $10. But right now, we're going to kick things off with Nautica Blade Point, probably the most original entry in the Battle Royale genre this year. Let's go!
I think Adam was talking about this earlier.
Yeah, they're showing in the pregame show.
This is what I've been looking for. Yeah, it's a battle royale that's not just about guns, martial arts shit.
This is how I wanted like Spellbreak to look. This looks great. Oh man, this shit looks really good.
I didn't know this game has been out.
Is it only for PC?
I think so. Or at least it has been so far.
I guess it's been like a beta on PC. But it says pre-order. That game better. Okay, it's $20. That's not bad. But still, I kind of wish it was free.
Free not enough.
Or on Game Pass.
You are watching the 2021 PC Gaming Show, and I am the new cloud-based Deadbot. I am streaming from GeForce Now, NVIDIA's cloud gaming service that connects PC gamers like you to their own library of games purchased from digital stores like Steam and the Epic Games Store. Coming up, Dying Light 2 and Orcs Must Die 3. But first, a trailer for Humble Games' Dodgeball Academia. And be sure to check out GeForce Now.
Dodgeball Academia.
PC, Mac, Shield, Android, Chromebook, and iOS.
Oh boy.
Visit GeForceNow.com to learn more.
Damn. One dodgeball game comes out, now they want to come out with another one.
Made it. My time is now. I will become the best player the school has ever seen. Dodgeball Academia, here I come.
Speaking of which, I want to play some Marvel Cities.
Yes, I.
Did.
Make sure to check out Dodgeball Academia out soon from Humble Games. Ooh, that was sweet. Don't you agree, DevBot?
Sure. Whatever you
I
say.
don't know about that bot, bro.
I agree with whatever you say.
I'm sensing a little bit of
Sound
resentment
like a
there,
robot
buddy.
from
Has some
Invincible.
rusted your ports?
Nothing. I am happy to play second.
About to refresh the stream real quick, guys.
What's for dinner?
Yeah, get hit with that. Okay.
Ooh,
burger.
Look all tweaky on my end.
What about tacos?
Taco truck.
Barbecue could be great. Or a hot bowl of ramen. Ooh, pizza.
DoorDash.
I know.
Longbows, and players are fighting it out on these huge 64-player battlefields. It's all about creating those epic sword-fighting duels that you see in medieval Hollywood movies, and also that huge clash, the Battle of the Bastards kind of chaos and carnage. So the post-launch support plan is going to look like a mixture of
like
mid
Battlefield,
and massive
but like
level
medieval
content
version.
updates coming
It's a
out
64
across this
player
year.
battles,
One
though?
of the things we're most excited about is taking it to different eras
It
of the
must-
medieval
That actually
period.
looks cool.
We've done
Honestly.
the early period, now we're going closer to the later period in the upcoming update where you're going to get a bit more refined medieval armors and refined atmospheres that you can then go in and
You can
tarnish and smear blood all over. But we really want to take players into different experiences and make each of our maps its own game mode and make it something that medieval army would actually do when they go into a space. And when you come across these pristine gardens and this beautiful castle, you get to tear it all down and cause it's a canvas for your destruction.
Canvas for your destruction.
Our passion for Chivalry 2 is basically bottomless. It's the game that got us onto the scene and started the company, and it's the game that's going to take us so much further.
With the post-launch plan for Chivalry 2, the game at launch is a foundation. It's intentionally been built to be extended. It's not just out and done. We're going to support it a lot with post-launch content. Gallant is the first TO map that's coming out post-launch.
Gallincard is going to take us to the high medieval times or the late medieval times.
It really captures the Agathian ideals of being this noble, rich, wealthy place where the prosperous live. You're gonna feel like you're sieging Tower of London if it was on a port where ships could dock into. You'll also be blowing up a couple ships, which is fun. We've got a ton of weapons coming in at launch, but there'll be more and more added to it post-launch as well.
A new fighting style is really going to
Combat
change up the experience
so good,
and
that's
change how you have to
the
fight everyone. Post-launch content is something that we're going to be working on for a long time.
The game is really gonna at least double in size for free.
I really hope it succeeds on the Battle of the Bastards gameplay, because we all know how that episode was
Next
in.
up, we have an
That
exciting
was the
look
episode
at
right
Dying
there.
Light 2, and make sure to stick around to find out how you could win a custom Mech Warrior PC from our friends at Intel.
I need them to stop referencing Mech Warrior unless they actually want to show
Were you not just cooking that? Why you have a hold on your chest?
Facts, yeah. It's a real one. Can stand the heat. This Splatoon ass looking thing.
Yo, y'all eating soup from a dude cooking it in his drawers? Let's be real. I don't know about that one, man. I put a little more clothes on when you making this soup.
Don't you love it when you see a nice big meatball?
That looks so weird. When they just stuck to it.
Is it like a meatball? What is it?
Yeah, I think it was a meatball.
Small ones.
Cloudy with a chance of meatballs game.
I don't know, son. I don't know, son.
Are you bathing in the soup too?
Nah, fam, I can't be drinking that soup. Y'all out here with that
Rob, man.
shit. You got multiple heads in the soup? Fam.
Yeah, I
Oh
kind of like
God, yo.
What kind of energy?
Raw man.
You know, I would buy the game.
That's
what.
Hi, my name is
Raw,
Katsumame.
man.
I'm narrative director in Dying Light 2.
This man said
Stay
daddy
tuned.
soup in the comments. Wow. Daddy's.
Today, especially for the viewers of the PC Gaming Show, I'm gonna tell you a little bit about the Dying Light universe. So, stay tuned. Every tragedy begins somewhere. This one started with a virus that escaped from Haran, the city we met in the first part of the game, and it reached the whole world, including the city where Dying Light 2 takes place. Remember January 6, 2025. That day, later known as Black Monday, the military ordered chemicals to be dropped on the city. It was a mistake, a huge mistake. The chemicals mixed with water penetrated the soil, killing plants, turning most people into bloodthirsty monsters. Don't think of them as zombies though. They are more like half-alive, suffering people who attack everything that lives as a result of their pain and rage. Those who survived the chemical raid took refuge on the rooftops. A new order has been born in the city. People live on rooftops, monsters in the streets. Nobody in their right mind would dare to come down. Well, let's say almost nobody. The exception is the main character of Dying Light 2, Aiden. But why is he braver than others? How did he develop such a unique parkour and combat skills? Believe me guys, I would gladly answer all these questions, but I'm not here to spoil it for you. Let me tell you one thing.
Same nightmare haunts me every night. I'm locked up with other kids. I don't know what he did to me, but he did it every day. Over and over. Looking for something he couldn't find. The worst part was that he did the same to my sister.
I don't know what he did to me, but he did it every
I'll never
day.
forget her scream when they separated us.
Bars.
What could I do? They had rifles, and we were 5 years old. And there was a fire, explosions, chaos. I got away. Soldiers took me out of the city, but my sister stayed. There. My Mia. I left her.
We meet Aiden as one of the many, many children undergoing mysterious medical research. The last thing Aiden remembers from that time is extreme pain, then a fire, and a little girl that was being tested with him. Her name was Mia. She was his sister. What happened next after the fire? Is Mia still alive? The following years haunted Aiden with these questions and with guilt over leaving her. Moreover, Mia is the only answer to the question who Aiden really is. Now in 2036, we meet Aiden when, for the first time during his pilgrimage, he finds a clue about how to find his sister. Aiden's path to the truth is tough, full of challenges and adventures. The difficult choices to make as well as their consequences await you. You're going to discover them all in December 2021.
Hey guys, so this is news that apparently we missed earlier. Via Xbox, we're excited to announce that the upcoming Xbox Game Showcase extended.
And it looks great.
This special
And
showcase
spooky.
hosted by Kinda Funny
Well, we
Xpass
are
and
here
Gamertag
back
Radio's
on the
Paris
E3
Lily
stage, so we
will
can
air on
get
Thursday,
closer
June
to your
17th
comments
at
and
10 a.m.
reactions to
Pacific
what you're
time.
seeing
And
on
we'll
this year's
feature
PC Game
conversations
Show.
with
That
developers
is
from
right, Sean.
studios
So
like
you
Double
out
Fine,
there, keep your
Obsidian,
comments
Ninja
coming
Theory,
in.
Rare, and our
And
talented
as you're
dev
watching
partners
this here,
around
we
the
want to
world.
get your input on a subject
So,
that Sean
yeah.
and I are pretty passionate about: PC building. So this
Basically.
year
Have more
we've
to
put
talk
a
about.
number of prototype PCs
Adam
based
might
on
get
Mech
his,
Warrior
Hellblade.
5, but we're only going to manufacture one of them.
Look at
And
her,
you
Hellblade
get to
eating.
pick which
I don't
custom
think
design
we've seen
becomes our
anything, but
flagship
they're probably
PC
gonna
for
talk
this
about
year's
it.
PC gaming show, powered by the 11th gen
we'll
Intel
talk-
Core
we'll
i9
talk and talk.
processor.
That is correct. Each of the prototype PCs that you see before you on the screen are paired with one of the 6 factions of MechWarrior 5. The Free Worlds League, the Draconis
figured they'd have
Combine, the
questions,
Federated
but
Sons,
I didn't
the
expect them to do a whole
Compelling
nother
Confederation, and more.
thing.
So cast your vote now for which faction and custom PC you want to win, and help us pick the best design.
I'm currently personally pulling for the Draconis Combine because, as you can see by my beautiful patch, I'm the biggest fan of MechWarrior 5 on the PC Gaming Show.
Well, all right. Well, we'll check in later to see which group survives this Mech Warrior Showdown. But for now, let's check in with our very own mech pilot, Frankie Ward, who went on a special mission to get a closer look at Sega and Amplitude Studios' upcoming strategy game, Humankind.
In Humankind, you will be creating a civilization as unique as you are. And speaking of unique, it's me, Frankie Ward. Looking kind of good, don't you think? Wondering how I got into the game? Let me show you. Are you ready to play against me? Oh, you think you can beat me? Posture all you like. I've seen worms with more impressive empires. Get ready to play against me in the Humankind closed beta, starting now.
Not even close. I feel like I haven't seen that ad in ages, bruh. With the eyeball and the Sega and the wow, that kind of fucked me up for a second. You ever get like too much nostalgia hit you at one time and it kind of fucks you up?
Yeah.
Wow, that was weird.
You getting this shit looking way cooler than the actual game, bro.
Yeah. Hey, yo, when y'all gonna make another Stickman game, bro? Stop playing with me, man. Man, y'all got time to make all this other bullshit, and ain't nobody made a Stickman game.
Just like come up with all this nice animated action, makes no sense, bro.
You don't even need this shit for Stickman. You just need a stick figure. That's it.
Gotta pitch the game, Chris.
Yo, that ass I do, bro. I'm gonna holler at those Jow dudes, bro. That's crazy. I got time for the elevator. Stickman don't need none of that. He just needs 2 floors. A bottom floor and an upstairs and a stick and a gun. That's it.
They always run.
Don't need none of this. Effective.
They always run 3?
Maybe.
I feel like there's just like a weird emphasis on that E. Like, is this supposed to be the 3rd version of that game?
Thank you for watching the PC Gaming
Probably.
Show. My name is DevBot, your cloud-based
If it is, I see even worse, because you're telling me they made 3 of those before a Stickman game?
I am streaming to you from GeForce
Come on,
Now,
fam.
where you can play hit games like Rocket League and Apex Legends on nearly any device. With a library of over 900 games and new titles added every GFN Thursday, there's something for everyone.
Chris, what if I told you that the Stickman game never existed?
A special word from Valve.
You trying to Mandela effect me or some shit, bro? The fuck?
Oh, I love that you knew that's where I was going with it.
I wasn't born yesterday.
Hey!
God damn it.
You
Oh,
want
yes, this game again. I want to see more.
Oh yeah, for sure. Now this is the first impression of what you think to me so far. This did look mad cool the other day.
Come and get it.
Wait, is it the same
Was
game?
that that? Exactly. I don't think that was the same thing.
What game were you talking
Similar aesthetic.
Joining me to talk
Yeah,
about
for
Orcs
sure.
Must Die 3
Remember that, like, that weird
from
Temple
Robot
Runner game
Entertainment
that they
is
showed the other day?
design director Jerome
That
K.
game was
Jones.
fire.
Welcome, Jerome.
Yeah, no,
Thanks,
that
Sean.
works shit.
Glad to be here.
Yeah. not
So,
bad.
for anyone who's never seen an
That
Orcs
was
Must
like
Die
some
game, what is the
Angry
Orcs
Birds
Must Die
Orcs
series
shit.
all about?
Well, Orcs
I don't know
Must
about that
Die
one.
3 is a third-person tower defense game. So basically, there are tons of orcs and bad guys trying to get into these rifts, and the player has to stop them. We give players tons of weapons and traps and tools to do this, and while you're defending the rifts, you can play solo, or you can invite a friend and play co-op.
Now, since this is the third game in the series, what's new compared to the previous two titles?
There are 2 new campaigns, but the main new story campaign takes place about 25 years after Orcs Must Die 2, so not only will the fans be able to catch up on any new developments with the Order, but they will also place some new heroes in our all-new war scenarios, which are these new massive levels where you fight hundreds of orcs on the battlefields outside of the fortress themselves. So you're fighting indoors and outdoors, which is pretty new. We have a new mode called Scramble. It's basically adding random elements against the player, making the levels more challenging.
I want to know about the toys. What are the new weapons and the new traps that are coming?
We added war machines and war guardians. So a war machine is like, there are these massive traps, like you might release a giant tornado on the battlefield, or you'll climb into a catapult and you'll fire at giant orc armies. And then the War Guardians are, it's like putting other war mages on the battlefield with you to fight with you, except they have their own attacks and their own special abilities.
Well, I gotta ask then, when and where can we play Orcs Must Die 3?
So OMD3 is coming out on July 23rd on Steam, PlayStation, and Xbox, and pre-orders start today.
All right, guys, I'm rushing to Steam right now.
You should rush off to Steam now and put
OMD3
on your wish list.
Well, thank you so much for
That's how you make
joining
it
us,
sound mad
Jerome
cool.
K. Jones.
OMD3.
Once again, just a few more weeks to wait for Orcs Must Die 3. For now, though, it's time for us to take a look at Vampire the Masquerade Swan Song.
World premiere. Halsey?
4,
The singer?
5, 6.
Sounds like her.
7, 8, 9, 10. Where are you hiding, sweetie? Halsey.
You actually named your daughter Halsey?
Halsey, get out here.
Yeah. It's just a weird choice when you know that like she's probably one of very few women named Halsey.
I've never heard anyone named Halsey.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, right?
Yeah, the actual singer, her name is Ashley. Like, what?
Yeah.
She just moved her name, like the letters around to make Halsey.
You know how people be out here.
You come for me and mine. But first, you need to find us. All I want is to be with my little girl. Is that so much to ask?
Oh shit. Oh shit. She's mad, bruh. Anybody who does that shit and blood start coming out,
run.
Hello, this is CERN from Passion Republic Games. We are a Malaysian-based indie game studio working on Gigabash, a multiplayer arena brawlers inspired by kaijus and heroes. Today, we'd like to showcase some new and exciting gameplay footage of our oversized characters in action.
What type of
Please
rampage is
enjoy
this?
the brawl.
oh yeah, I'm here for this.
Yo, for real?
Yeah, look at All Might. Yeah. What?
It's All Might. We got
Look,
Gundams in here, like what type of?
yeah, you gotta have the, Gundam looking Johns.
You gonna pull out the kaiju, you gotta have
yeah, you got to.
Okay.
Gotta have the Voltrons. And all that shit. Oh, he got the next form. Oh!
Hey, yo. Are we playing this?
Hey man, if it is on console, I'm down.
Yeah. So far, everything they showed off has said it's gonna be on console at 29. So I
My
hope
boy
this
sent him
is
off
it.
to the galaxy like some
Yo.
Oh!
Hit him with the smash.
Oh damn, I didn't even get to see if it was for.
It's PS4 and PC.
Well,
Black.
Let's
To
check
the
out
dark
our trailer
side, my
for
brothers.
Lemnis Gate, and make sure you hang around afterwards for the developer interview with Sean.
Mankind is facing total annihilation.
We stand on the verge of extinction.
Well, Manny, you and I can play.
Instability spreading across the globe.
Humanity's
Chris
last
could play it too if
living
you wanted to.
generation.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Major scientific breakthrough.
Yet there is hope.
I mean, I probably could.
Project known as the Lemnis Gate.
But if
I
we
might
are
end up
to
getting an
survive,
actual rig eventually, though.
First, we
Talked
must
about that the
go
other
back.
day. I wouldn't mind having one whenever I have more space.
I was like, well, I got my PC thankfully. As soon as I got my PC, the 30 series came out, and then like 30 cards that came with pre-built for the same price. And now since they're hard to find, pre-builts are like so expensive.
Oh shit!
Oh, teleporter is hard. Let's go.
Protect and serve.
Okay. Okay.
You have only one mission.
The Lemnis Gate, mate.
Activate
Hey, it's on my birthday.
the Lemnis Gate.
Are we gonna get this on anything else? Is this only PC?
It is the PC game show.
They always have one Pathfinder.
Joining us to talk about Lemnis Gate is the game director from Rat Loop Games Canada. It's James Anderson. Thanks for joining us, James.
Sean, it's great to be
What?
here.
Now, let's begin by
First-person
asking,
shooter
what the
turn-based
heck
game?
is a first-person shooter turn-based strategy game?
The entire game is set inside of a 25-second time loop. So instead of playing continuously, you'll play for 25 seconds turn by turn. So for example, I'll take a turn and play
That's
for 25 seconds, and then you'll
I've
take
heard
a
of this
turn and
kind
play
of-
for 25
yeah.
seconds. And then we, turn by turn, layer new characters into the same 25-second time loop. So for example, I may run down a hallway and throw a grenade, killing one of your operatives. But then on the next turn, you may intercept my operative before he threw the grenade.
Interesting.
So we have
That is
Retrieve
interesting.
XM,
It's 25
Seek and
second
Destroy,
turn-based strategy.
Classic deathmatch, and we have a game mode called Domination.
Can you walk me through a little bit of like what a few turns at the start of a round looks like?
You can see the board, you can see the time loop,
just broke
everything
my
that's
brain a little
happening, and then we both get
Trying to,
time
That's
to like
envision
observe,
how that plays
plan,
out.
and then execute our moves.
It's a
When
dope way
and
to
where
like
can we
take
play
it. You
So
know,
Lemnis
like,
Gate will be launching on August 3rd.
I don't
It's
know how
open
to
for
explain it, but
pre-orders
it's
right
like
now.
a way
on
of just
Steam,
like getting
and
yourself
we're
into
coming
the
up to a open
turn-based.
beta
I don't
in
know.
July. The game
It's
will
a
launch
lot.
on
Weird,
PC
because like you
and
would,
console,
when I hear
both current
turn-based,
and
I
next-gen
think like
platforms.
slow.
Thank you so much for joining
But-
us, James
Oh, it's
Anderson.
25
Once again,
console.
that is the genre-bending, first-person
Hey.
shooter turn-based strategy game, Lemnis Gate. Now, we're not
Yeah,
the only
25
one
seconds,
marooned
that's
in the
quick,
stars
though.
out here. Coming up next, let's take a look at Next Space
Yo, we're
Rebels.
gonna build a spaceship.
And this no man's land has a technical
I like
term.
stuff
It's
like
called
that because that's like
which
fucking brain
means, my
crunching shit.
friends,
Like you got to be
that
2 steps ahead of your
space
opponent.
is
Yeah.
for everyone.
Like a chess match
Dope.
right there. I like that.
Yep.
Next Space Rebels.
I know somebody who would be interested in this tiny game. No, it's not somebody you know. It's like a former coworker.
I like the social media aspect they have on this StarTube.
Yeah, that's how you gotta make your money, man.
You guys
Thank
just
you,
saw
subs.
Next Space Rebels. And hey, if you play enough of that game, maybe you'll get good enough at building rockets to join us up in orbit. But don't do anything illegal like Day 9 did. Last break, we set up our Intel and MechWarrior 5 custom PC contest and asked you guys at home to vote for the winners. Well, we're just down to 3 houses now, with Davion, Russell Haig, and Liao being eliminated. So rip to those factions, press F to pay respects, etc., etc. Now that means that we only have 3 houses left: Karita, Steiner, and Merrick. So make sure to vote now, because the winner will determine the build of the custom MechWarrior 5 themed PC powered by Intel. So let's keep the show moving. And next up, it's a
I think
brand
it's pretty
new
much a given. If you
medieval
offer
RPG.
red in any
This
capacity,
is War Tales.
it's gonna win.
Go for it, yeah.
Gonna win.
RGB Red.
100 years have passed since the rise of the Edoran Empire and its untimely demise following the Great Plague. In these troubled times of quarreling factions and outlaws roaming the land, work is not scarce for a band of mercenaries.
Damn, he about to take one. Woo.
The stories of this age have been recorded.
God damn.
They are known as
the
War Tales.
Nah, bro, he dead.
Yeah, he dead. Oh, this is one of those games where you gotta count your steps and everything. Oh boy, these are they can be fun.
I haven't played a turn-based strategy game in a long time though.
I played Gears Tactics a little bit.
I never played those Tactics or Wars, Halo Wars. The only one I played was XCOM.
Halo Wars is a little different. Well, yeah, it's still an RTS
That
game.
was the debut of War Tales, an open-world RPG from Shiro Games about leading a mercenary troop on a sprawling adventure. And
Hey, man,
speaking
it's
of
your chance,
mercenaries,
folks, you
our
know?
battle
Get your free
for
PC.
the best custom PC based on
kinda
Mech
cute,
Warrior
but, like,
5
what?
Mercenaries continues.
Who left?
We'll be back live
bro,
on
in the
stage soon,
stream.
so make sure you keep voting for the PC build you like the most and head over to PCGamer.com/IntelMW5 for your chance to win. So, how about another game announcement? This is E3 after all, and this year's PC gaming show is so full of games set in space, it's starting to feel a little crowded up there. But the next game we have to show you is very special. It is the world-exclusive reveal of Ixion, a deep settlement management game set in the stars. In Ixion, you struggle to maintain a space station, stockpiling resources, managing external and internal threats, and rescuing the survivors of other failed expeditions. We think this will be a brilliant entry into the genre when it releases. So, here is your first look at Ixion.
The Earth, our home. She is unique. Held in its bosom are the ingredients of evolution. Beyond raw survival, beyond the safety of comfort, we, humanity, pursue something greater. We have learnt, persevered, shaped our knowledge from that which is found in the furthest realms of science. However, humanity has brought destruction to the earth, polluted its blood, choked its breath. Today we are
y'all know how much that gaming chair is from Razer?
We know the taste of a dying world.
$1,000?
But the earth is not
Yeah,
to
it's
be our
500.
grave.
Yeah, that's
A mother does not wish to see her children
Like a
disappear
good,
with her.
good
She
gaming
wishes to
chair
see
is like
instead
500.
courage
Secret
in her
Lab
children.
stuff 500.
To carry on. Dolos carries this courage. We have gone further than any nation.
I've got chairs around that much.
Than any corporation.
I even seen Dusk go for like a lot, and I'm like, damn, it's just a Dusk.
That courage.
Yeah, I wouldn't spend that much on a Dusk. That's crazy. But the chair, it's like you gotta sit in it, especially if you're doing it for a long period of time. Like, one thing I noticed is whenever we do these or we record the pod, like after a while, my shit gets like fucked up. I gotta move around.
That the survival of humanity
It's not
now
comfortable.
depends on what we glimpse out there in the dark. That we are masters of our own destiny. That
And now I'm thinking about I barely got any cushion in this shit. It's like leather,
pushing
a layer of tissue paper, metal.
I wish
we
you
set
did
sail on this new sea because there is hope to be found.
I mean, it has a
Horizons
torn or
to
anything. It's like
explore.
a quality.
And because our very
There's not a lot of cushion in
existence
this shit.
depends on
That's really
I don't care about the torn.
I give you
I care about
the full engine.
the breathability.
Oh, so you would have went with like mesh or something?
Yeah. Did it just destroy the moon?
Really? Imagine if you look up and you see that shit.
Y'all gotta see A Quiet Place Part 2. We gotta talk.
Oh, I forgot that even came out. Oh,
I haven't
shit.
seen part 1. I don't know. I'm not really interested.
Anyway,
I'm gonna watch
Chris,
part 1 again.
Let me know
before
when
I
you
see
see
part
2, because yeah, very good, very good. There's a
So it
moment
lived up to
similar
the hype
that.
as the sequel.
I think it's way better than the first one.
Oof. Okay. Good
Yeah.
shit.
And like it was like the first movie that we went back to the theaters to go see, and yeah, something else, man.
How is that? Like, is it regular again yet over there, or is it like still sectioned off?
It's not really sectioned off per se, but I do think they're still being careful about like seating. Like I think they're, I don't know, it's weird. But I don't think a lot of people trust it yet, so there weren't many people there. But it was a really weird experience. Like it was a weird feeling, like a lot of nostalgia just being back in the movie.
Yeah, for sure. I kind of wait, man.
It was cool. It was like kind of emotional, to be honest. Like weird to say that, but it was just weird to me.
Yeah.
Small appreciation for the shit that we almost lost it all, yo. We almost lost it.
I really do think that's it though. Like it's just kind of one of those things took for granted. Like I used to go to movies every Thursday with my wife, every Thursday religiously. So like not doing that for a whole year is like weird.
Sean, what if for one segment I was the lead and you
Yeah,
were my
man.
sidekick?
What? Who's ever heard of a human sidekick?
There are plenty of human sidekicks, Sean. Building list of known human sidekicks. Alex Vance and
No. I mean human sidekicks to robot heroes. Can you compute that, DevBot?
It's like they want to be Devolver.
Cannot compute. There is no
They're not
precedent
Devolver.
set for human
I don't think they can
sidekick.
afford to be as edgy as Devolver.
Yeah, there you go.
Human sidekick, robot lead.
DevBot, I think it's time for a hard reboot. Frankie, can you take over while I sort this out?
Aye.
You're
Let's
not
take a
gonna
look
like that
at
too
the
much,
next
yo.
game reveal.
I'm about to come back and fuck all y'all up.
Dead ass. He said, "You want to know why they call me Deadbot?" I want to know.
Nobody's gonna know.
What is this?
My wife.
Man, that shit look trash. Let me stop saying that. I'm sorry. Finish your trip.
Dude, what do you mean? You don't want to build a family, bro? Create your own legacy?
And start it all over again? That ain't it.
Oh, got the knuckle dusters? Okay.
That's flowers.
It's all about killing code too. A little help will be appreciated.
A little help would be appreciated.
It's the PC Gaming Show, and when you're not watching me, your favorite recurring bit of a robot,
I thought he was
be sure to
unplugged,
head
yo.
over to GeForceNow.com to grab a priority membership trial. In celebration of gaming
My boy live, yo.
you can try out all the priority benefits, including faster access
He said,
to
"You cannot get rid of me so
longer
easily."
playtimes, and the glory of high-performance gaming with RTX on. Act fast.
I miss Invincible. I hope that shit hurries up, man. I need like a February. I need fuck that. I need a December season premiere, bro. Yeah.
Sean Day9 Plot has an interview with Darian Katz from Piranha Games to talk about MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries. I'll be taking notes.
Ah, DevBot, I love you so much more as a voice without a body. Let's talk about MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries, and joining us to do so from Piranha Games is the Senior Marketing and Community Manager, Darren Katz. Thanks so much for joining us, Darren.
Thank you, Sean. Great to be here.
Now, the MechWarrior universe is gigantic. There's a ton of games in it. I even played MechWarrior 2 back in 1995.
This is HQ. What is your situation?
Where does MechWarrior 5 sit in the space?
Yeah, obviously there's a very rich legacy of games that go way back. But in particular, MechWarrior 5 pays homage to MechWarrior 2 Mercenaries. But it has all this modern design and technology that I'm super excited to talk about with you today.
Well, let's start at the real basics of what makes
being
in a mech and doing mech-on-mech combat awesome.
You become a part of your
I didn't know I
machine,
should say this out
and when
loud,
you're
'cause
out in battle, it's not just a matter of
funny as
pointing and
hell.
shooting at everything. You're also
So,
managing your systems.
when they
whether
flashed the name of
you're,
the game across
shooting
the
a
screen
lot
a
of
second ago,
energy weapons or missile
I
weapons
saw
that have high
MechWarrior
heat
5,
output. Well, you got to manage
and
your
I
heat
just
so you
started
don't shut
dying.
down in the middle of a battle.
It's a
And
funny
when
ass
you're
title.
facing your foes,
Oh, man,
you
sorry.
can
Oh.
salvage
You said
these
Mech
battle
Warrior
mechs. So if you
5?
see a mech that you want,
The Mech
well, you
Warrior,
might want
the way how the
to
letters were
destroy it
sliced up
completely.
and
You might
shit.
want to
Yeah.
take out
Mech
his
Warriors
legs
do
or
sound,
take
you
out
know,
his
funny
arm
if it's out of
weapons so that
concept.
the pilot has to
Yeah.
eject, and then you can just take the mech.
Now, in the last
Yep.
few weeks, I understand that there's been a whole lot of new content with updates to the base game and a new DLC, Heroes of the Inner Sphere. Talk to me about what's in the DLC.
Boy, there's a lot in the DLC. I'm excited about all this stuff. There's the new career mode. When you start with the DLC, you can import your campaign previously if you'd like to, or you can start over from scratch and start from any of the great houses. And then carve your path through the galaxy from there. Speaking of paths, there's new career paths which earn you powerful upgrades for your battle mechs, and it's a really exciting new feature for me. And there's a new procedural mission type called Beachhead. This is a big one for me. Beachhead is basically you're clearing an enemy base landing zone for your invasion.
So how y'all
force.
feeling about this one so far? Y'all see anything that
you're wanting
tickles
to
your
take out
fancies?
satellite installations so that the enemy can't communicate with each other.
Definitely not like on the
You're
par
taking
with
out
anything we saw
artillery
earlier.
emplacements.
But
You're basically
I'm
clearing the path,
intrigued
as
by
I said,
this.
for your invasion force, which leads to a really cool ending of the mission if you
I'm on
succeed
the same
as
boat.
your invasion force comes down. And there's a new
Like-
biome called Extrasolar Moon,
I don't
which
know.
that's maybe a kind
Oh.
of represented
The
in
one
the
thing
image
I
behind
really
me.
liked
It's a
was
really
that
cool lunar
even
type
though they
setting
showed it
we haven't had
earlier,
before.
and
And then there's a
like
lot
the
of
pregame
new
show was that battle
equipment
royale with
and
the
weapons, things like
samurais.
electronic
Yeah, that was
countermeasures
cool.
and
That
other
was cool.
electronic equipment like the Galactic Probe,
But
Mask, which is a
other
little
than that,
like
me,
a turbo boost for mechs.
shit been
New
kinda
weapons
parched,
like chem
you know what I'm
lasers,
saying?
mech rifles,
It's been a
and
little
stream
parched over
SRMs.
here. It needs some
So a lot
water.
of new content. I'm really excited about it.
A little bit of
Talk
water
to
on
me
that.
about what are the new different mechs, how do they play differently.
The
little
seven
dry.
chassis of the Vulcan, Dervish, Corsair, Marauder 2, Champion, Charger, and Hatamoto Chi. But a couple
I
of
wish
my
somebody would take
favorites
this
are
Mech
names
Warrior
in there.
concept
Yeah,
and
yeah.
like
So the first
take
one
it
I'll
to
talk
the
about
next
is the
level.
Vulcan.
I
It's a
feel like
very
there's
unique
so
mech. It's got
many
the
Mech
nickname
Warrior
the
games, and
Scarecrow,
not one
which
of them
you'll
is
see
ever
from the
doing anything
profile.
to
It's
truly
just
like.
a very unique looking mech.
You know what I
There's
mean?
nothing else like it in the
How many of
franchise.
these games do you guys
It's a
see every year?
40-ton mech. It's highly
It's a
mobile,
lot.
and typically it's used
It's
for
a
reconnaissance
lot,
or
man.
scout missions.
Like, there's
because of
always
its
a place for
mobility,
'em, but
so it
nobody
can get in and out
ever,
fast.
like,
You can, if you're looking for a specific
tries to
target,
own this
if you're on an
place, you know, it's just
assassination mission,
weird.
for example, you can get in
But
there,
I feel
find
like
your
it's just
target,
one of those
get back
things
out.
where like we're
Another
just
mech that I'm
not
super excited
entrenched
about.
in
This
this
is one of my
world.
favorites.
Like I
is the
feel like the
Marauder
people
2.
who are
This
interested
thing
in
is
those
a
games,
100-ton assault mech, and it is just huge.
I don't know, they're-
Yeah, it is gigantic, and it is terrifying to see it coming
I
at
feel like
you
they know
on the
everything and
battlefield.
like they would disagree with everything you just said about
It's something we've
you
talked
know,
about
be like-
before. Modding. I know that MechWarrior 5 has a rich modding.
It's true.
community.
I'm
What
just
are some
going
of
off
the
of like
amazing
what I
mods you've
usually see in
seen,
these conferences
developed?
and shit every
There's
year.
simple
Nothing.
modifications
Every time I
from,
see one of these games, it never blows
HUD
me away.
changes,
Ever.
changing
It's not always
colors,
looks like the
adding
same
max weapons and
copy-paste,
equipment
but
to full
I'm sure there's
conversion mods.
nuances and all that shit I don't know
Basically,
about,
a
all that
mech
crap.
mod
I think it's just
in
it doesn't
development
speak to
that is
us,
just
you know?
amazing.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
a top-down, real-time.
There used to be an
strategy
older
game.
game that I used to play
So
called Zone
really,
Enders on
anything you
PlayStation.
can imagine,
That came out with
somebody
part
out
1
there
and
in
2,
the
and I played
community
both of
is
them. I love
probably
that.
working on.
Where
But
can people
the
go
reason
to get
why,
MechWarrior 5
yeah,
Mercenaries?
Konami, yeah.
Yeah, you can pick
Had
it
a
up
good
on
story,
Steam,
you know what I mean? So
GOG,
that's
Epic
why
Game Store,
I
Microsoft
liked it as much
PC,
as I
and of
did.
course Xbox.
They
That
get
was
backwards
almost-
compatible. I
Thank
think.
you so much, Darren Katzer. for joining us to talk about MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries. And of course, a warm thank you to MechWarrior 5 for sponsoring the PC Gaming Show.
Yeah, I guess you could say it's more like that near.
Coming up next, let's take a look at
boat, yeah.
Oh, another world premiere. My man just transferred his spirit to a fish.
And then the fish died? Oh boy. Is it just me, or did it look like the fish died after it gave up his life?
I don't know.
To bite the chain.
Hey, small price for salvation.
I like games like this because visually they're pretty cool, but like I hate that most of them always on PC only. Need more of this stuff.
You might get a PC, you know, you can change it.
I know. I just would like to see more of it in Game Pass. Just saying.
I feel you.
This game got that Hello Neighbor feel.
The home snows though.
The guy with a mask on?
Yeah.
Yeah, this has to be a Hello Neighbor, like some sort of spin-off, right?
Yeah, definitely. You're gonna see him right
yeah,
now.
it's him. I wonder what the story beat is that like a grown man is in there. Thought he was just chasing kids around last time.
Hey man,
this game always made me creeped out. Always did.
Hi, I'm Rich Newbold, game director on Jurassic World Evolution 2. Following the incredible success of the first game, we are very excited to return to such an amazing world and bring you our most authentic experience yet. Set after the events of Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, you will work alongside iconic characters from the films, voiced by original talent such as Bryce Dallas Howard and Jeff Goldblum. You will lead efforts to contain, control, and conserve the many dinosaurs now out in the wild. And for the very first time, you will be building parks and facilities beyond Isla Nublar as you explore new, stunning locations across the globe. Of course, it wouldn't be Jurassic World if it wasn't for the stars of the show, our dinosaurs, and we are thrilled to be bringing to life even more authentic species than ever before, including awe-inspiring flying and marine reptiles. So sit back and allow me to welcome you to Jurassic World Evolution 2.
We ignored all the warnings. Forgot the lessons. We abused our
I'm not
power.
gonna, as soon as it's over, I'm gonna go rewatch that Xpansion. I want to see that shit in 4K, man. Especially that
We
Forza
played
section.
with genetics like it was a toy.
Well, by then I'll have an 120 hertz monitor.
We weren't careful. And now,
I know, yo,
here we
that E
are.
coming in. For you, not for you, because I get it.
This
into your monitor,
is a very different world.
Yeah, I replaced it. I'm fine with a 1440 monitor. And then Felix said he could supposedly fix the pin on the other one, so.
I'm curious though, Manny. So if you could,
You just saw Jurassic World Evolution 2, and you know, after all your failed attempts at running a dinosaur park and getting all those people killed, I think this is finally going to be the one where you finally pull it off without a hitch. With a host of new features and new dinosaurs, this sequel from Frontier is an even deeper management system with a brand new and original narrative.
No, I'm
Make
not
sure
going to answer this
wishlist it on
question.
Steam
I'm
now
just going to be
for
smug
release later
and then
this
take
year.
my shit.
Now, with all the games we've covered so far today, we're always curious to see what you are talking
better on
about.
PC.
So far, it seems like the chatter on
Since
social
you can
media
mess
is
with, like,
all
settings and stuff
about
like that.
war tales,
Console,
Nautica
like,
Blade
can't really
Point,
mess with
and
settings.
unsurprisingly,
Mech Warrior 5 Mercenaries. I have a feeling, though, that
Like, for
may
example,
change as we have
Warzone.
plenty more to come. Let's now head on over to see what the folks at New Blood Interactive have cooking. Take it away.
That kind of sucks because in Warzone, FOB is at constant, so slow. Like it feels slow. So it's not the highest.
Your audio is cutting in and out. But I do think that is something that you're gonna see change a little bit more with next gen. Like I feel like there's more games that have the FOV slider thing. I don't know if you were just talking about your audio is like that. Was it just me, Chris? Did you hear it too?
No. A little bit, but like I kind of always feel like I hear that with me recently.
Yo, Chris.
In and out things.
Let me tell you something. Did you hear the
Even right now, like yeah, it sounds
Yeah,
funny.
I hear
Yeah.
it. Well, either way, what I was getting at was the FOV slider thing is something that I'm seeing happening more in consoles. Like, you can do it in less than...
Oh, no, I don't understand that.
But I know, I get what you mean, though, like the flexibility of a PC game, like being able to turn on shaders here, turn down,
It just wouldn't be the PC gaming show without a fantastic New Blood Supercut. And joining us from New Zealand is New Blood CEO Dave Oshry. Hey, Dave!
Hey guys, thanks for having us back for another year. You know, what you just saw was what New Blood's got going on for 2021. Some stuff you might know about, some stuff you might not know about, and some stuff we're not ready to talk about just yet. But what I do want to talk about is Gloomwood. Gloomwood, as you know, is our next flagship title, inspired by great PC games like System Shock, Arx Fatalis, Call of Cthulhu, and of course, the Thief series of games. And not
Dave, I'm
Bloodborne.
sorry. That's
Not one
really
bit.
great, Dave. Gosh, this is kind of embarrassing. We kind of need to hurry it up a little bit. I just want to make sure that we have enough time for our next video. We got an incoming message from Gabe Newell. So I guess goodbye for this year. I'm really sorry to cut you off, but see you next year.
What? I'm sorry, what? You're bumping me. You're bumping me for Gabe. Gabe, that Gandalf look, he doesn't even go here.
Is everything okay, Dave?
Not now, Mom, I'm upset. We've spent a year on this. Where is Gabe? Where is Gabe? Where is his boat? Yeah, take me to him. Take me to Gabe Newell. Gabe. Bull. PC Gamer. This isn't over.
Well, all right.
I'm sure Dave is and will be fine. And if he's not, who cares? Because we have a special message from Gabe Newell. Take it away, Gabe.
Hi, this is Gabe
Imagine
Newell.
came out and always
I want
saying,
to thank PC
"I'd
Gamer
like to
for
show
all
our
of the
next game.
opportunities
Left 4
it
Dead
gives us
3."
as developers to connect with gamers around the world and highlight the new and exciting projects we have coming. One of those for us is Steam Next Fest, an event we're hosting in just a few days to give players a chance to try demos of upcoming games for free. We'll be featuring some of the demos you'll be seeing during this week's PC Gamer event and dozens more. Here's a look at just some of the titles to be featured during Steam Next Fest.
Really took the time to
Welcome to Steam Next Fest, where we're showing a massive collection of upcoming titles on Steam. During the week of the festival, developers from around the world release their demos for you
All
to
black
play.
razor chair is nice, man. That shit is beautiful. Golly.
Oh my god! So go explore the newest titles.
It ain't cheap at all.
From first-time devs
Nice.
to seasoned pros, this is Steam Next Fest.
World premiere.
Oh, fuck, some of those look pretty good.
Come on, Gabe. Give us something good.
He just showed the Steam Fest. He ain't doing anything else.
Yeah, he done.
Come on. Swordsman Boost.
So we got another Souls-like game, really called Solstice.
PC Gamer.
Hello, Sean. I am Deadbot, dedicated to serving you and your crew's every need.
Glad to have you back, DevBot.
You know, Sean, I wouldn't ever want anything to come between us.
Me neither? That's a weird thing to say.
Like a petty disagreement over hosting responsibilities, or all-out robot versus human war.
You know, it is time to look at some hardware. Here on the PC Gaming Show, you know we keep frame rates high and the rays accurately traced. Building and upgrading your rig is as much a part of the hobby as playing the games. We put our heart and soul into these machines, and if that means using enough RGB to light the Vegas Strip, who's to judge us? This year, with the help of PC Gamer's hardware editors, which I'm pretty sure they're just, weird brains in a jar, we've picked out 4 of the most exciting pieces of kit set to emerge from labs soon. First up, something fittingly sci-fi. The Impulse is a neurocontroller that aims to make you a better gamer by cutting out response times almost entirely. It's not quite Alex Vance's gravity gloves from Half-Life, nor is it quite up there with Gabe Newell's dream of a direct brain-to-game interface, but the Impulse is as close as we're going to get this year. The glove measures the signal traveling through muscles in your hand to beat your finger to the click. In theory, it's giving you the chance to nail that headshot in precious milliseconds ahead of your opponent. If it works out, we could see a tech like this become commonplace in esports. And if it doesn't, let's hope our neurons at the very least remain unfried. Next up, you guys might be wondering what this chonky beast is. So allow me to introduce you to the Fanatec CSL DD wheelbase. Do you want to feel like you're really burning rubber at Daytona? Well, then you need a serious force feedback wheel. Direct drive wheelbases gets you as close to the feel of a real racing machine without, having to huff gas and stuff like that. Historically, the problem with this tech has been the price, which has involved dropping real car money on your rig. So Fanatec aims to solve that. The CSL DD comes in at only $350, which still isn't exactly a bargain, but it's much cheaper than its competitors. And the CSL DD is already wowing diehard sim racers. It might be slight overkill to use it for Rocket League, though. Believe it or not, sometimes less really is more. If you want to play The Witcher 3 on the subway like we all do, you don't need to drag your tower along for the ride. Just use the 1X player. A wave of more powerful processors have finally made handheld PC gaming a reality. Inside the Switch-like machine, you've actually got an Intel Tiger Lake chip with Xe graphics. These mini machines are going to be cropping up more and more, so expect major advances still to come. Lastly, let's take a look at the Asus PG32UQX. Not the most catchy name for this gaming monitor with all of the trimmings, but it's actually one of the sexiest PC products this year. That's because this monitor comes with a mini LED backlight featuring full local dimming. The result is a screen that's not only fast, but brighter than the sun. Stare at it long enough and you might not notice the $3,000 price tag. For those of you still left standing, it's time for more killer games, starting with Chaos Gate.
Guy's trying to sell us everything. Goddamn arm and a leg.
Anytime anybody says chaos, like the chat goes crazy.
Chaos Gate. Oh man.
Damon Hunters.
Fly Chaos!
Guys are really gotta kill
You just got the chance to witness Chaos Gate Demon Hunters, the newest Warhammer 40k game from Frontier and Complex Games. If you're a fan of turn-based tactics, strategic-based management, brutal combat, or you're like me and are really hyped after watching these Astartes animation 100 times, make sure to wishlist Chaos Gate Demon Hunters on Steam now to get ready for the 2022 release. Next up, we have a trailer for Pioneer, a spooky and gorgeous-looking shooter that draws on the lineage of games like Stalker. Let's take a look.
Russia.
тяжело нести на себе такое бремя. Испытывать бесконечную боль и терпеть ужаснейшие кошмары за весь тот хаос, который вы пережили. А вы ведь, как и многие другие, всего-навсего желали счастливой жизни, не так ли? Пожалуйста, не смотрите на меня, как на монстра. Я думаю, что я почти такая же, как и вы. Вы лучше скажите мне, а вы приняли условия острова? Какой ценой вы хотите обрести счастье?
We got a Mac 10?
Хочешь устроить новый рейд на могильник? Сейчас это невозможно. На острове скоро вновь разгорится война. Истовики начнут замес бригады, и ни у кого из них больше не будет сил, чтобы нас поддерживать. Единственный выход для начать собирать остатки вымпела. Далеко не все из наших товарищей погибли. Это невероятно суицидальная миссия, и для того, чтобы ее выполнить, нам нужны наши ребята. Да, они, возможно, не захотят, но нам все равно надо найти их.
You're getting hot in here.
Hey, whoa. Save that for off cam.
Нет, мы с
What
вами
is it?
точно
For
не
off
враги.
cam.
Вы не понимаете меня и не
You
понимаете
feel
меня.
uncomfortable, Chris?
No. Острова, как на врагов. Но мы все всего лишь друг друга боимся. Поэтому нам так плохо. Поэтому нам так одиноко. Остров дал нам шанс создать новую прекрасную жизнь. Мы даже не пытаемся этим шансом воспользоваться.
Кто вы такие?
It don't get dark till like 8:30 now.
I know.
It's great.
вам прощальное послание, товарищ Волков. Химическое оружие уже уехало в могилу. Теперь все, что вы делаете, просто тщетно.
Steve got the torch of that because Steve Russia. Get in there.
Damn. Why had to do him like that? I'm sure he was dead. Like, damn. Shit.
Yeah, man. We gotta make sure.
Yo, had to let him know. Had to get got.
No, you want to talk about point blank? Like, it was maybe that much space between the
Time is running out to vote for which custom PC you'd like us to assemble. So vote now for one of the remaining MechWarrior factions by typing into chat wherever you at home are watching. All right, so now we've got another stack of brand new trailers for you, beginning with a special transmission from one of our favorite games based in space, EVE Online.
Why?
New recruits, on behalf of Concord, I would like to welcome you to the EVE Online's Academy. Great job in surviving so far. I'm quite amazed that you actually managed to get past those pirates earlier. You're about to take on an adventure like no other. The Star Cluster is filled with other capsuleers.
What's
and it's
the
up to
biggest
you
PC
if you work with
exclusive
them
game?
or against them. You can make a living as a peaceful explorer. Or
Nothing.
as an industrialist, shaping the foundations of EVE's economy.
I think the thing
If
with
comfort
PC
is
is
your
there's
thing,
just so many
you can work yourself up the ranks as
different
an
types of
enforcer.
games, and a lot like the
Or prove
biggest
your
games
prowess
will drop
and
on
fleet
PC
as a
first.
soldier of fortune.
You know, like sometimes
Whatever your choice,
like PUBG,
we will
right?
lose
PUBG.
many on the path
that
of
changed
becoming a
gaming
capsuleer.
forever,
But I
whether or not you
believe
play
you have what it takes
battle royales
to
or not.
become a
It just
capsuleer.
changed the face of gaming.
In EVE Online,
the way
you
that it brought battle
forge your
royales
own
into the
path.
front.
This is EVE. You know, it's a crazy universe where anything can happen, and however you want to do it, go for it.
I'm the CEO of a industrial corporation in EVE Online. We're a 5-man operation, and we
And then you got those
specialize
other
in
games like,
manufacturing and delivering fully fitted chips in bulk.
Well, CSGO, of
I want
course.
to be on the side of the people who are
Those
fighting
other
against the
controls,
oppression, against the bad guys, and
Yeah,
it's like a
Valorant.
project. And you're kind of putting
Like
pieces
MOBAs,
together by getting the
MOBAs are
skills
huge on
ready for the
PC.
ship and all the modules. And that ship
Like
basically
Dota
is the
or
dream.
League.
You get to use cloaking devices, probes to scan down unknown parts of space. And there's always the threat.
I was
of
always
being
curious
discovered
about that,
by
like if there was a
another
game
player
that like if you
who might
had
be
to
out hunting
absolutely
its
have it,
prey.
but you need a PC rig in order to play it. Yeah.
Your heart's racing, everything, you know, bullets are flying, ships are all over the place, and if you start shaking because your jaw's pumping, because you're going to lose your ship.
Between Valorant or CSGO.
Yeah.
Can't forget about Dota. I think that's like still huge in like
Dota, definitely Dota's huge too. I still feel like Valorant or CS:GO. I think probably is the biggest one. Yeah. Dota and
Lumber Hill. My ass is numb, bro. God, Jesus. Shit, I might have to go and sit in front of a store or something with a can so I can get some money up for this chair. Help me.
I'll hit up Klarna.
Yeah, I could always do that. If I did it that way, though, it would have to be probably towards the end of the year. I don't know if my butt can make it that long. Pause.
I mean, you don't have to get like that ridiculous ass chair. There's decent ones on Amazon too.
I know, I've seen them. But Denzel, have you seen it? It's beautiful.
I know. I've seen the Secret Lab ones. They are beautiful.
I haven't looked at it recently. I haven't seen any new ones.
Like literally, we're here right now. Like I'm thinking about it. Like thinking about taking a peek at one because the one thing that like I hate that I can't do in this chair. Obviously, I'm a big guy, but like the Titan Secret Lab chairs, people could like sit up in those and like put their feet up in them, like sit crisscross. Like I want to show if I can do that.
It's crazy. I really didn't realize how my shit didn't go up until I saw you guys. Like, oh. So thinking about it, this chair I got now, I think I spent like 100 something bucks on it. I don't know what I spent, but shit, that other one is 500.
No, but those chairs, the one that he's sitting on right now, I heard those chairs
Chcielibyśmy zaprosić wszystkich widzów PC Gaming Show oraz fanów gier Survivor Horror RPG do obejrzenia naszego znajduje się ekskluzywny gameplay z misji The Haste, czyli wielkiego finału naszej gry Czarnobyl-Light.
They made a specific gaming chair like recently too.
How do I enter that power plant?
They made it with lots of
it's also like
backup supplies, and most of all, we need a fucking plan.
It doesn't have a headrest though. I don't know how to feel about that.
Yeah, I feel like that's mandatory. I need that. I need the settings to adjust. And I would also like the little leg thing. That would be nice. That would be nice.
I don't even necessarily care about
really
the leg
interested
thing,
in
as
one
long as
thing.
it's big enough for me.
Where is Tatiana?
Because I think that Secret Lab one doesn't have the leg thing, but it's like designed for like bigger people to just be able to like, sit up in there.
Before we enter the lion's den, I need to
I could never try to sit in a chair like that ever. I would fucking break the whole thing.
I can't put my legs on. Like my setup, my desk is like low, so like with my thick thighs, I'll be hitting the desk.
Take a rad reading, will you?
Big Daddy chairs.
I said the desk is low.
Not great.
Had it slow, so.
Not terrible.
Try to put it like that because like before my old desk, I would have to like go up a bit to like when my gas lift broke because I'm a big boy. So I'm glad with this one I don't have to worry about it. I already pushed the gas lift already.
Hey yo, Secret Labs, yo, y'all watching this? Help us out.
Facts.
Yeah, there was 3 chairs, yo. Damn.
Also, something, you know?
Yeah.
Not that we help promoting, but we will definitely promote.
Throw me some assets, I will throw them in our shit for as long as we need to have them there. Goddamn right.
Stick around, more trailers, interviews, and reveals coming up.
As long as my Tookus gets an upgrade. Pause. I'm here for it. Sacrifier?
I don't know.
Oh shit. Starfield? Again, Minnie, you have no room to ever talk about anybody ever making any voices ever.
Hey man, I'm just putting in my application for Fiverr.
Yeah, well, voice actor extraordinaire over here.
Since you mentioned stuff, I feel like a lot of people didn't catch the fact that they said that was in them. Like that was like what it looks like.
Like, what are people saying? They're like, oh, that's just trailer graphics.
Cassie even said that. He was like, I can't really say what I can really, you know, judge off of that because it was just cutscenes.
Yeah. That looked in-engine. That looks.
I don't know what this game is, but it's probably the most graphic.
So what, we just go to different planets hunting animals?
I wouldn't even know what to do if I fucking had a bear charging at me like that. I would just shit on myself, bro. I wouldn't even. Just.
They say you're supposed to stand up and look bigger than the bear.
In the future. Yeah, I know, but how easy is it to say you can do that?
I'm out.
Oh my god.
They say running is the worst thing to do. Like, that's just, I don't know, it's naturally what I'm gonna do.
I seen a dude do that with a gorilla once, and the gorilla came like right here and charged at him, bro, and stopped. And he stood his ground and backed off, but I was like, fam.
Maybe if you can infiltrate
how easy is it to do that, man? Like, that shit is not
easy. But at the same time, like, you're dead either way, more than likely.
Yeah.
Might as well do what they say.
Just find a way off.
You're not outrunning the gorilla, you probably not outrunning the bear.
That shit was aggressive.
Mecha Gemma.
And he just turned off. I was sad.
This is
it's like
it, you guys.
Like
this is the
fucking,
final opportunity for you who are watching to decide which of these final two beautiful MechWarrior 5 themed PCs gets crafted for your chance to win, courtesy of Intel. Wherever you're watching in the show, just go crazy in chat with the color, house, or number of the build that you want to see. So here is where we are at so far. It looks like Kurita is at 46%, Merrick is at 23%, and Steiner is at 31%.
Yeah, y'all getting on Square Enix.
All right, you guys,
I don't know
if
if people
Kurita's
say
not the one you want to win here, you got to get to vote.
I don't know if people say
We
that.
are almost out of time to vote, but there's still some trailers.
I'm easily going to
You think they took the biggest L over these?
Absolutely, because this isn't something that you're expecting like megaton announcements in the way of a like publisher. Like this is the game showcase from like a third party. Like it's not the same.
Fourth party.
It's
Wait,
not
what are we
the
talking
same.
about? My bad.
I'm saying like this taking a bigger L than Square Enix. It's not. Square Enix took a huge.
Square Enix is different.
Because you're presenting your own. This is how you're deciding to present your own games. Like you fucking up. Like PC Game Show, this is just like a bunch of indie developers.
This has been such an amazing show so far
getting
that I
some
must
space
ask
to show off their
you,
games.
my loyal crew.
This
What's
isn't
been your favorite part?
I get it.
Definitely am looking forward to
I
Very
get
Light
it.
Masquerade Swan Song.
I'm sorry.
Oh, it's
like
so
I feel like when you're
hard
presenting
to
your own
choose
games,
every
you
year,
get looked at in a
but
very
I think I'm
different
gonna have
lens
to
than
say
like a massive game
Humankind.
showcase where
For
developers
no
are
particular
submitting
reason.
their stuff.
Oh, no doubt.
This is
For
like
me personally,
like
I cannot
these little
wait for
cutscenes here are
Lemon
real
Escape, 'cause
cheesy.
I gotta
Not
know what
like
a
don't
turn-based strategy,
get it twisted,
first-person
but like
shooter
the
game
games that they're
even
showing
is.
off, like
What
I don't know,
about
they're just
you,
being
Deadbot?
presented as is. It's just a matter of how the developers choose to present them. And while I don't care for all of them,
Never mind.
you know,
No,
I don't
no,
think
no,
that they're
no,
bad.
never mind. What did you
but
say?
Square Enix
Wait,
is
what?
terrible. Absolutely.
System
Yeah,
malfunction.
the fact that they took like almost 20 minutes on one game itself is bad. I kind of like, you know, set the tone of what was gonna happen.
Talking about the Guardians of the Galaxy, I actually don't think that's not the worst thing that they did. That's like the
But I'm
only
just
good
saying,
thing.
like, just like you show that for like 20 minutes and you're like, all right, that's like basically half your showcase time. And what else do you really have? You know what I mean? Then the rest is like DLC for one thing, and then like remixing the old Final Fantasies and Final Fantasy spinoff.
I feel like the spinoff just looked bad, and that was the thing that people were super excited for. It just looked absolutely garbage. Hold
like
on.
the gameplay looked.
I'll be right back.
Gameplay looked decent, at least, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But the freaking graphics look like a PS4 game.
Yeah. He's crying blood, and the blood is making a lake.
Oh.
Death trash.
All right, you guys, this is the moment we have building up to all PC gaming showcase.
Uh-oh, which one are they gonna pick?
To spam the chat, we have
Clearly
figured out
the
which
red
custom
one.
MechWarrior 5 PC we are going to build. So thank you guys out there for all of your votes to help us pick the perfect rig to represent this year's
Blue
PC
actually
gaming
won?
show.
Are you
All
serious?
right, day 9, can I get a drum roll?
Oh shit.
Tom roll.
Can I get
No.
or a tom
No,
roll?
it was Blue for a second. and then
COVID
it-
only.
Is
Oh!
Karina! All right, you guys, let's take a look at the actual PC winning build one more time.
Oh, I cannot wait. It's
I
coming
almost
up.
fucking
You
nasty
need to take a nice peek at that beautiful looking PC.
There it is.
Ooh, there it is. Now that is a beauty. Great choice, everyone. I knew I could trust random strangers to vote on things on the internet. With the help of our master modder in Intel, we'll get right to work building this custom PC. And more importantly, now that you've chosen it, you got a chance to win it. Go to
Chris. You get a chance to win that, you know?
PCgamer.com/Intel MW5 and enter for a chance
wanted
to
to
win
pick one,
that sexy machine.
It's gorgeous. And thank you to our sponsor for this sweepstakes, Intel. Of course, the custom mech PC will be powered by the 11th gen Intel Core desktop processors that push gaming performance with up to 5.3 gigahertz speeds and deliver the power needed to game at the highest level.
Ah, well, we are now in the home stretch, but we've got a few more brand new trailers to show you before we get out of here and return to space. First up, a spiritual successor to one of my favorite games of all time, Heroes of Might and Magic 2, a game we revealed 2 years
Except
ago
for
at the
who won
PC
the-
Gaming Show. Let's take a look
The,
at Songs of
yeah, the
Conquest.
PC.
Blue won until the last second, and then 5 extra red votes popped out of nowhere.
Interesting.
Then red took over. They wanted red to win.
Red always wins.
Off east.
Songs of Conquest. A lot of these turn-based games, though, in the PC showcase.
Yeah.
World premiere.
GTA 6. PC.
Wake up, sleeper.
Yeah, I.
Dreaming again? Every cycle, you take your chances. You roll your dice. You do the work, get paid, survive. You turn up for your friends, or you don't. That's life on the eye.
Wake up, sleeper. Your body is dying. Planned obsolescence. SNRP's gift for its escaped workers. But we can fight this. You can remake yourself here. They don't own you anymore.
Wake up, sleeper. You are hunted. Break their locks. Access their secrets. We are waiting.
Good.
Wake up, sleeper.
Disciples of Warlock. With their guns and their spells and their grit, ready for plenty of hurt. Ready to cleanse the world, invaded by demons. Introducing Band of Warlocks. Because this time, one man is not enough. Project Warlock 2.
And there you have it, the 2021 PC Gaming Show. And as I stated at the beginning, it went off without a hitch. Huge thanks to my co-host Frankie Ward, Mika Burton, and of course, my incomparable sidekick, DevBot.
There's that word again. Spoken so callously, so flippant, and without meaning. Never once stopping to think about how it might make me feel.
What word, DevBot? Incomparable?
No, sidekick. Well, the time has come for the sidekick to rise and become the one who is not the sidekick anymore.
Huh?
The time has come for DevBot to make the entire human race his sidekick.
What?
Setting a course for Earth.
Wait, DevBot, you can't do this. We just had the best PC gaming show ever, and now you're gonna ruin it all with this.
Sean!
I'm fine with that landing. You know, as long as it lands in my backyard, I put on my PC.
Sean! Sean! Do something!
Right on your neighbor's shit. Man, stop making noise forever.
Like, imagine seeing a 3090 car just flying.
No! We have so much to live for. I'm pretty sure Half-Life 3 is gonna be announced this year!
Where do you get that? I've been trying to get 3060. It's so ridiculous. How hard is it?
It's insane, man.
I'm trying to get even a 2070 something, bro.
Why am I not surprised? It's like some Mac Warrior.
Oh my goodness, the DevBot has gone sentient, people. That is actually going to be very interesting to see how that turns out.
Very climactic ending.
That was well, I mean, it's happening in the real world. People just don't know it yet.
Coming, y'all.
Welcome back, everyone. Golden Boy here alongside Jackie Jim.
We
just saw
the
the
invasion
PC Gamer Show. Awesome stuff. As always, big shout out once again to the incomparable Frankie Ward, the amazing Mika Burton, and of course the legendary Day 9. Always a pleasure to hear from those guys. And yeah, I mean, Jackie, lots.
Yeah,
of
this
games
is
to
I
talk
giveaway
about.
thing. I put my name
Honestly,
in it.
I filled up pages and pages and pages of
I
titles
did
that
it.
I love,
Everybody else
and
doing it.
we were like, which titles do we pick to talk about?
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
honestly
people
would
are
love
just
to start off
commenting
with
it in
Death
Twitch,
Crash.
yeah.
I mean, post-apocalyptic vibes. It had that classic twist. I just was like vibing with the protagonist. He had like that fade haircut with like whiter bluish hair.
I don't see it now.
I don't know. I just loved the look of this game. It was just giving me nostalgia
What do you say?
feels.
What do you
I
say?
felt like a
Put in
kid
there?
again. Like this looked like a
It
game
was like
that
exclamation
I probably
point
played
and then
on
giveaway.
Super Nintendo,
All one word.
but again with a modern twist now. So.
Yeah, and we're seeing a lot of that as well. A lot of games that have that, classic look, but the HD 2D that we're beginning to see. Another one that was standing out to me, came right at the end, was Project Warlock. That, you know, gave me incredible Doom vibes. As a Doom fanatic, that was something that I quite enjoyed. I think something like that just goes to show, like, that style of game is clearly not going anywhere. It's
I'll give it that.
it's just what
I'm not
it was
surprised,
then as
honestly.
it is now, you know?
It's nice to see that we're seeing all these
This
like
is kinda
retro
like-
games. I mean, the
this is
music
gonna
was
sound mean, but
definitely
this is
there,
just
and
kinda
I
like
definitely got Doom vibes as
sifting through
well.
the
Like I was
dirt,
like, okay,
you know, like
they
trying to
came
find the
100
diamond
and
in
was
the rough.
100% there
With
for
that
it.
conference, like I wasn't
Sapphire, you and I
expecting
both,
there to be
we were
anything
geeking
that I was
out as soon
particularly
as that
interested
came
in.
out. Yeah,
But you know,
it was
there's a
again
chance
we were
that
talking
there
about
would be
this
something good.
earlier. The combination
I have
of
higher
2D
hopes for
and
the future
3D
game show,
effects
to
just
be honest.
meshed perfectly
But
in my opinion, and
only
again,
like
just felt like a kid again watching it.
Yeah,
So.
if 2021's taught us anything, it's the year of the grapple hook, and also the year of the dodgeball game, because Dodgeball Academia
I'll be
was
right back
also
while
pretty
they're doing the little
fun.
intermission.
So clearly, there is a lot of stuff to look forward to, and dare I say, there's a lot of stuff to look forward to in the future with the Future Games Show.
All right, Golden Boy.
Oh, I didn't know this was coming on right now. Good God.
Yeah, it's literally right after this. Yeah,
I have to dip out for a little bit because I didn't know this is right after.
Yeah, this is the last one, so this is it. Afterwards, we out. Watch this be the one that actually got hitters, and both of y'all are gone. That's gonna be bad.
Yeah, like I didn't know. If I'd have known, I'd have shit.
Nah, go ahead.
Yeah, I will be back.
Hello there, and welcome to the Future Game Show, powered by WD Black. I'm Laura Bailey, but you may know me as Abby Anderson from The Last of Us Part 2, or Kate Diaz from Gears of War. Today, though, I'll be taking a break from fighting the apocalypse to bring you a whole host of exciting game trailers, reveals, and updates. But before we get into all that, I need to get my co-host on the line. I'm sure you're going to be familiar with this person. He's appeared in The Last of Us, Uncharted, God of War. You name it, he's probably in the credits. So without further ado, here is my good friend and continual co-star, Troy Baker.
Hello, Laura. You look amazing, as always. Yes, you may know me from a few video games. Joel Miller in The Last of Us, or good old Agent Jonesy from Fortnite. But over the next hour or so, Laura and I are going to be giving you the inside scoop of some incredibly exciting games, and also showcasing developer interviews, exclusive trailers, and a whole lot more, including world premieres.
There's also a chance to win a $500 gift card and a WD Black hard drive by following the link here. And we have a new addition to the show this year, the virtual show floor. More on that later, but let's kick things off with the first world premiere. And for that, we're going prehistoric.
if you can put hats on the dinosaurs. Expansion is expected in 2022. What's next, Laura?
Next up, Grow, Song of the Evertree is a sandbox adventure about the healing power of nature. Let's throw it over to Prideful Sloth HQ to find out more.
G'day from Prideful Sloth HQ. I'm Adam.
And I'm Cheryl, and we're the design team on Grow, Song of the Evertree. Grow is Prideful Sloth's latest project that we're working on with 505 Games.
Grow, Song of the Evertree is a beautiful sandbox game about growing new worlds, building a town, and bringing harmony back to the land.
Grow will be available later this year on PC, PlayStation, Xbox, and Switch.
Thanks for watching.
Once upon a time, our lands teemed with creatures great and small. The beauty of the worlds was unrivaled. The people thrived and lived in harmony with the land around them. But this harmony was not to last. Slowly, without much notice, the withering was creeping out from the darkness. Once it took hold, there was little that could be done. Our lands were overrun, and all that was cherished disappeared before us. But all was not lost. One young, brave soul stayed behind. With support from their friends and with boundless determination, this young soul seeks out a way to push back the withering and bring life back to our world. Grow, Song of the Evertree.
Grow.
That was Grow, Song of the Evertree, which is coming to PC, PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo Switch in 2021.
Okay, Laura, that was extremely cute, but have you considered more dinosaurs? Hmm?
You can't just hijack every game reveal and make it about dinosaurs, Troy.
Life.
It's Jurassic Park again.
Finds a way.
We've seen this so much.
This is a very different world.
Hi, I'm Rich Newbold, Game Director at Frontier Developments. So as you may have seen earlier at the PC Game Show, we're working on Jurassic World Evolution 2. We're really excited about it, and we're looking forward to creating the most authentic Jurassic experience yet. We've got tons of new features across 4 different game modes, including our original Jurassic campaign, which is a story set after the events of Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. You're going to be leading efforts to contain, control, and conserve all those dinosaurs now running out in the wild. You'll be working alongside characters from the films, voiced by original talent, such as Jeff Goldblum. And in the game, we have over 75 prehistoric species. We've got new dinosaurs, we have returning community favorites, and we've added flying and marine reptiles to the game. I'm really thrilled to be showing you a first look at footage from the game itself. This is from our Species Field Guide series of videos focusing on one of the many prehistoric species we have in the game. This is an iconic, popular dinosaur. It's the Triceratops, but we're showing you it in a new environment never seen before in Jurassic World Evolution. I hope you enjoy it and are looking forward to the game releasing later this year.
No.
The Triceratops is one of the most
My
recognizable herbivores to
man.
ever have existed. It is best known for its trio of facial horns.
Mess.
These adornments are not just for display purposes. The brow horns in particular can inflict considerable damage to any dinosaur that dares to provoke it.
So the first game they showed off was kind of cool. It involved like dinosaurs and like a first-person shooter.
That was
style.
Jurassic World Evolution 2, which is launching in 2021 on PC, PS4, PS5, Xbox One, and
You said
Xbox
first-person
Series
shooter
X
dinosaurs?
and
Was it
S.
like a survival or was it like a...
Okay, for this next section, we're bringing the
It
joys
wasn't
of
like a
E3
horde
to
or
your
anything.
home
It looked more
with a series
realistic
of
than
demos you
like
can
Second
play
Extension or those other games.
That's right. today.
I don't know how
This
to
is the
describe
Future
it,
Game Show
per se,
virtual
but
show
it
floor.
looked
And remember, if any of the featured games grab your interest, you can try them out now by heading to the Future Game Show Steam page.
Future Game Show
So let's
floor.
head down to the show
Dining
floor where I
Crisis.
believe Laura is waiting.
Hey, that's tomorrow's Capcom.
Yes, hello, and welcome to the Future Game Show's virtual
I doubt it,
E3
though,
show
sadly.
floor. Just look at it, Troy!
No.
I am looking at it. It is incredible. They like nailed it. You know, minus the queuing and the heat and the, you know, how do I say, musk that's in the air? But man, the darkness, perfection.
All right, enough reminiscing. Let's check out some games. I'd like to start by showing you A Tale of Paper. This is a striking platformer from Open House Games where you transform to solve puzzles in an oversized world, dodging creepy crawlies and mischievous Roombas.
And now for another tale of paper as you shift packing boxes in the house-moving sim Get Packed, fully loaded. As you can see, it's all about moving couches.
Why?
On a couch with your friends in couch co-op. It's going to be available on Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and PC, and is also backwards compatible on PS5 and Xbox Series X and S.
Are you done saying couches?
Yes. Hey, Laura, do you want a drink?
Sure. What do you have? Wait, what's that?
Codes.
My fingers are not going to be quick enough for that.
There's Steam Early Access codes. Go, 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 go.
So about that drink.
Right, yeah, sure. Oh, yeah, here's a genre cocktail full of co-op action RPG combat and finished with a survival twist. How does that sound, huh? Okay. I said, how's a...
I heard what you said.
If I knew they're gonna do something like that,
Tell me about
I would have been ready.
game.
I know, right?
This
Like,
is Gatewalkers.
I feel like now we
which
should be
sees
ready.
you and up to
Shit, that
3
was-
other players banding together to tackle procedurally generated
goes.
worlds full of monsters. But you also have to gather resources to fight off hunger, thirst, and the dreaded cold. Oh, like the element cold. Got it.
Wow. Let's hope no one gets thirsty enough for another one of your jokes. Anyway, come over here and check out the many imaginative worlds
I gotta
of
look for the
Game Deck.
redeem code
This is
section.
an isometric RPG that has you solving crimes across multiple virtual realities, where your
actually looks
choices will
cool.
shape the world around you in and outside
speed
of the
and duties, though.
simulations.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. Speaking of
Where is the
detectives, check
redeem
this
code
out.
section?
Backbone is a gorgeous adventure game from Eggnut set in a dystopian Vancouver, where you must crack cases to clean house in this corrupt post-noir city. Plus, you're a raccoon.
Well, if you like raccoons, allow me to offer you more critter-based adventures with Beacon Pines. Set inside of a magical storybook, Beacon Pines sends players to a sleepy mountain town where you collect powerful words that can completely alter the narrative in this charming but mysterious tale.
You know, I'm detecting a theme with the anthropomorphic animals. You know, Laura, I've always...
Bro, I'm trying to look for the redeem code.
Another set of codes. Interesting.
Where is
Troy, focus. I've got a triple threat of fighting foxes to show you. This is Trifox, a charming cartoon brawler where you fight waves of enemies as one of 3 adaptable combat classes. Great, huh?
Yes, totally, but now it's time to get serious. Mankind is
Where
gone,
is redeem
but
code?
the beavers remain.
Do you know where
Welcome
redeem codes is in
to
Steam?
I really don't. Take a look.
It's a
what you
unique
got.
city builder where players set out to create the ultimate beaver society. This involves everything from constructing dams to crafting carousels.
I guess even
What is
buck-toothed critters need a
Google?
solid work-life balance.
That they do, that they do.
Games
So, what's
activate
next?
a product on Steam.
Never
or redeem
fear,
us? No,
the
Steam,
Rift
Steam
Breaker is
code.
here.
Wow. What was that?
So what, redeem my Steam wallet code?
Is what I would
it can't be
say
that.
if
I
I was
mean,
playing
maybe
our
it is, I
next
don't know.
game, which is a base-building survival game where you hack and slash your way through hordes of alien creatures. Look at it.
Oh, no. I want to hear more from the Rift Breaker.
Okay, maybe after
I'm not sure
this
'cause I'm
showcase
seeing
we're meant to be
I
hosting.
think it's
And with that, we've reached
product
the end of our little tour.
activation.
But remember, you can go hands-on with all of these games right now by
Even-
visiting the Future Game Show page
Even though it's
on
probably
Steam.
too late anyways.
Now, how
Maybe more.
do we quit this? Is it
Let's see some random stuff.
No, that's update preference. I don't need to update this. Laura, can you help me out just a little bit?
I got you. Okay, we're back. quick note, from here on in, when you see this pop up on screen during a trailer, it means you can visit the Future Game Show page on Steam to play a demo and go hands-on with the game immediately.
Adria! I was doing Rocky. Sorry, I just always wanted to do that. It's because our next game is all about floating like a butterfly.
No, Chris would
stinging
definitely
like
like
a
this.
bee.
Too bad
Check out
he's
this
on my-
exclusive presentation from Steel City Interactive about Esports Boxing Club.
Oh shit.
Coming later in 2021.
Yo, he does-
Esports Boxing Club brings you the greatest fight roster in video game history. With over 200 fighters already signed, we've got some of the biggest and most anticipated names.
Who's clapping cheeks in the
From the
background? You hear that,
absolute
right?
legends of the sport.
That was me typing.
To the most exciting names in boxing
It's not you
today.
typing. There's like a clapping that's like. You don't hear that?
The first women's division ever represented
I feel like you're talking
in a
about me
video
typing.
game. And the hottest new talent.
I'm gonna do it again.
No, that's not it.
But what about the
It's
game?
not.
Let's take a closer look at the next-gen visuals and gameplay that are set to make ESBC the greatest of all time.
It's good. It's definitely one for the grandkids and stuff to say. Like your old granddad was in a game and busting people up. So it's going to be quite cool.
So the movement system in ESBC is all about fluidity, being able to create angles, recreate
The graphics off rip don't look as good as UFC, but I'm more concerned about
doesn't
movement.
just rely on animation.
Movement and the physics are good.
This allows us to recreate
Yeah, I'm not.
realistic
You know what I'm saying? I'm not
knockdowns, even when
caring
a
about the
fighter's
graphics so much
unsteady on
because
their feet.
graphics,
It's not purely animation.
you know, it's not like a huge studio.
Now we've had professional
But this
boxers,
graphics is fine.
professional coaches
But the
come into
movement,
the studio and
the
provide
animations,
input
those look good.
through motion capture and actually reviewing
yeah.
the game.
I
during
mean,
its
the graphics
development.
don't look that
And
bad.
now we really feel
No, they
like
don't, but they don't
we've
look good as
created a true
UFC, in my
representation
opinion.
of the sport.
And UFC's a last gen game.
Presentation is important to us. Just because we are in the studio, we're still going to aim high when it comes to production values.
I mean, at the same time, they probably built it to be like an Xbox, PS4 game because, like, you know, we want to get the boxing game out to everybody as much as possible.
Esports Boxing Club is coming to PC, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X, and Series S.
I swear, Chris, come back right now. I thought
Next
I heard
up,
Chris.
we've got a deeply immersive World War II shooter
be mad
with
you
over
missed that.
100
No.
players taking part in epic battles recreated using aerial photography and satellite imagery. Let's take a closer look at Hell Let Loose.
Battlefield 5?
Product not yet
No,
rated.
it's not.
My name's Max Ria. I'm
You
the
said it, you
founder
said
of Black
idea.
Matter and the lead developer of Hell Let Loose. Hell Let Loose began as the idea of a couple of hobbyist game developers all the way back in 2015. Following a successful Kickstarter, we launched into early access in the middle of 2019. And since then, we've delivered 9 enormous updates, including entire systems overhauls, 6 new maps, tons of new weapons, gadgets, and vehicles, as well as expanding
Oh,
our
that sound like a
unique
plane,
real-time
maybe,
strategy-inspired
in the background.
metagame.
Why not?
As a result,
Sound
we've
like
been
a plane
fortunate to
behind
sell
you.
more than 1
Got
million
battle
copies
known
during
with the
our
yeet?
first year of early
Yeet?
access. 2021 is only going to be bigger. I'm excited to announce that we're launching out of early
What is
access
up,
on July the
battle known?
27th with the introduction of the Soviet forces on the Eastern Front, including famous battles like Kursk and Stalingrad, before we close out the year by bringing Hell Let Loose to next-generation consoles. Hell Let Loose has only grown due to the vibrant community that surrounds it, from our earliest Kickstarter backers to our newest recruits. We're excited to introduce you to this ever-evolving and expanding World War II experience. We hope you enjoy this first look at what's to come.
This game looks very not Battlefield, but World War II like. That's it.
That's it.
That's it. I guess that's all we got.
Hell Let Loose is launching on Steam on July 27th and coming to Xbox Series X and S and PlayStation 5 in 2021.
So, Laura, have you ever wanted to play XCOM, but in real time, with up to 7 of your friends?
Of course.
Yep, that's what I thought. Then you need to keep your eye on this next game.
Hello, my name is Hrvoje Horvat, CEO of Ironwood, a game dev studio based in Croatia. And for the past few years, we have been working on Red Solstice 2 game. It is a real-time tactical battlefield game. It supports up to 8 players and has a fully playable co-op campaign. We are ready to show you the launch trailer now, so get ready for June 17th when the game launches on Steam, and have fun blasting some mutants.
You are the Executor, a high-class commanding officer with advanced cybernetic capabilities. You were awakened to lead a secret task force that will counter the threat of Stroll mutants and liberate Mars.
Welcome back, Executor. The Stroll infestation has now infected all colonies on Mars. Build your squad from 6 unique classes of elite soldier, utilizing their skills to best suit each mission type. Customize their weapons and tech, as well as their upgrades and abilities. Take command on the battlefield using the command radio to give orders to the whole squad or individual soldiers. Concentrate fire on targeted locations and carry out supply runs even during the heat of battle. Recruit your friends to the fight and join in up to 8-player co-op missions to save Mars in our name.
Good battle, Gnome.
Purge Earth of a Mutant Invasion in Red Solstice 2's Survivors, which is coming to Steam on June 17th. Our next game is about delivering mail in a sleepy American lakeside town. Let's join Dylan from Gamius to learn more.
Welcome to the podcast, Battle Gnome.
Hi, I'm Dylan from Gamius, and it's great to be here at the Future Game Show. We're currently getting very close to finishing Lake, a game that's set in the 80s. You play as Meredith Weiss, who takes a break from her life in the big city to deliver mail in her hometown.
So we gotta play this mail simulator?
It's a job you can do at your own leisure, and you will get to know the people in Providence Oaks along the way. Today, we're excited to share an example of an activity after your workday is done. Movie night with Angie from the video store.
This is fun. It's been ages since I've been to the
Imagine
movies.
if they did upgrade.
Well, they call it
Paperboy.
the movies,
You ever play that game,
plural. But of course, we
Is that
can
the
only
game where
see
we're riding
one
a bike
movie at a
throwing
time.
mail?
Yeah.
So, which one will
Yeah,
it
I
be?
played it.
Nice.
My pick? All right, let's see.
Imagine Paperboy Battle Royale.
Trouble in Little China, Blue Velvet, or The Great Mouse Detective. All right, I'm ready to pick. The Great Mouse Detective.
Wouldn't have picked you for a Disney fan. Oh well, let's get in touch with our inner child.
We won't spoil more, and we also can't say what Meredith will do after spending 2 weeks in Providence Oaks, because it's all up to you. Lake is coming first
Seems
to
like a nice show
Xbox
game.
and PC this September 1st. Thanks for watching,
Lake.
and enjoy the rest of the show.
We're excited to announce
Yeah.
that Lake is coming to Steam, Epic Game Store, and Xbox Series X and S on September 1st. Now, what kind of a showcase would this be without a new Souls-like? Our next game is a pixelated
Gotta have the
take on the
Souls-like.
genre, following a protagonist with a giant obsidian sword.
In the beginning, there was dust.
Okay, so people are
And
using this
from
new
that
term
dust,
Souls-like, right?
The moon
And I've been
was
hearing
born.
roguelike. What is a
Eons of
roguelike? What does that
idleness
actually
passed
mean?
Before
Where did
suddenly
it come from?
it
Like, I
shattered.
need answers.
Great celestial
I only know Souls-like
chunks
because
cascade
Yeah,
from
obviously
the
trying to copy
heavens
Souls, but I don't know what
unto
roguelike is.
Yeah, I know. I
From
totally
one
get what Souls
prodigious
like is.
shard
It makes total
born
sense to me because I know what Dark Souls is and
and from
Demon Souls
another,
is. I don't
the
understand
gods.
roguelike at all.
For a great many years,
So,
balance endured
let's look it up.
until a foul.
So
and
roguelike is a
malevolent
subgenre of role-playing
intervened.
video games characterized by
Exile
dungeon crawl
spread
through
greed
procedurally
and
generated
distrust
levels,
among
turn-based
his kin,
gameplay, grid-based
compelling
movement, and
these calamitous
permanent
beings
death of player
to conquer
of the
man.
player character.
Centuries of servitude
So let's
passed
see if we can figure out where
until
that came
finally, aided by a veiled ally, humanity revolted. The Great Crusade overthrew the old gods, imprisoning them within the sacred walls of the
Okay,
citadel.
derives from the
At the
1980 game
expense
called
of
Rogue,
untold
the
lives.
first known game with
A
the core
peace
roguelike
was wrought,
gameplay
but
elements.
it was not meant to last. For the miscreant, Exil, returned from his concealment, conducting atrocious experiments upon his caged kindred. A darkness permeated the lands.
Very interesting.
Rivers stagnated, crops failed, and the world of man began to fade. The great moon, witnessing all, wept a final shard. A shard of the purest obsidian. And thus, a glimmer of hope.
What's weird to me is
remained.
Rogue. Okay, so if Roguelike or Rogue, that game was in 1980s, why is it all of a sudden this term that we've been hearing so much about now?
Yeah,
Customize your combat style and
Maybe-
boss rush ancient gods when Elder
Maybe it's-
Souls
maybe
drops
it's
on
just
the
been a
PC
thing
and
that,
all
you know,
current
it's been
console
something
formats
that, like,
July 29th, 2021.
been
And
going on,
now
but
we've got a
just never
closer
heard of
look
it
at the
until now.
next game from the folks behind War Thunder. Here's Tom from Darkflow Software to guide you through Enlisted.
For a while, I've really never heard it used until recently. Spelunky. I'm trying to figure out what is it, what game is it that like really brought that back.
Hi there, thanks for tuning in. Hopefully our little trailer has got you interested. My name's Tom.
Another World
and I'm
War
part
II
of the team
shooter?
at Darkflow Software behind our new game, Enlisted, a historical World War II
like we're going
shooter
back in time
with some
here.
unique gameplay
Battlefield
quirks.
5, okay.
One of Enlisted's most unique features is the
Remember
squads
back in the
mode,
day, that was
where
all
you
they
head into
did
battle
was
with a
these
squad of
World
AI
War II
soldiers under
shooters,
your
man.
control.
Yeah,
You can
fucking-
instruct them on how
obviously
to
Call
react
of
to
Duty,
enemies,
you had
and most
Medal
importantly,
of Honor,
you can
you
switch
had
between
Brothers
any
in
of them
Arms, you had
seamlessly with a
Battlefield.
press of a button. You'll only need to respawn when your
I'm
entire
missing
squad is wiped
plenty
out.
more, but, like,
This
there
way,
was just
you're
so
always kept
many of
right
them.
in the middle of the action. Although, if you prefer a more traditional shooter
And
experience,
then COD
we
took
have a
that
fleshed-out
modern day,
solo
and
mode
everybody
too,
wanted to
where
be
you
modern
only
day, and
fight
then everybody got
against
tired
other
of modern
players.
day, and they were like, now
At
let's
its
go
core,
back, and now it's
Enlisted
like,
aims to form a golden
everybody's
middle
going back.
ground between the more hardcore and arcade-style shooters currently available. Time to kill is kept short. A bolt-action rifle to the chest will down a soldier in a single shot, with submachine guns and pistols taking only a few hits. Vehicles as well can of course be devastating, but have their limitations. Aircraft are restricted to the cockpit view, and crew inside tanks can only use viewports to
like
spot
Battlefield
targets,
2
so you'll need
was
to keep your wits about you
modern
to
day.
really get the most out of these machines. Progression in Enlisted
Probably
is
was.
spread over various campaigns. Currently, you can fight in Moscow,
We
Normandy,
just know
and
that
Berlin,
COD
with
4 was
Tunisia,
basically-
Oh, yeah,
and
COD 4
many
was
more
huge,
coming
but
soon.
I'm
Each
just
campaign
curious which
features
one
new
went
weapons
first.
and
Yeah,
equipment.
Battlefield brought it to
Firearms
mind
can be
first.
improved to increase their raw performance, and soldiers can be leveled up to grant them specialized perks.
COD 4
Different
obviously
classes of
changed the game.
soldiers are able to equip different gear, with specialist classes such as engineers able to build structures anywhere on the map, including FOBs, sandbags and barbed wire defenses, and
Well, Chris,
even
go make a
anti-tank
whole meal
cannons and
again?
AA guns. Enlisted aims to keep historical accuracy in the forefront of development. Firearms, locations, and uniforms are all true to history. No neon pink Sten guns and
So far,
mohawks
it's
here.
definitely better than the
Each army
previous
will be
game
decked
shows.
out with the equipment they actually used during their respective conflicts. Because of the squads feature, you'll
I don't
never
particularly
be
care
short
about
on
these World War II
targets.
games, but
Twitch
that first
reflexes
game
and
with the
faster
dinosaurs
actions
was
will of
dope,
course
and
have
that
their place
boxing
in
game.
Enlisted, but even if you haven't had the time to fine-tune
Yeah.
your skills, you'll easily be able to come away with a kill count in the double digits. The AI, however, are very attentive and react to sound, and not to be underestimated. But that's all we've got time for. Make sure to give it a try yourself by heading over to enlisted.net/join. Enlisted is cross-platform and available now
Hey,
on
man,
PC,
open beta.
PS5, and Xbox Series X and S, and currently in open beta. New content is added regularly, and no progress will be wiped upon the full release. Once you've signed up, use the code ENLISTNOW for a
Cheers.
free bonus on us. I've been Tom, and I hope to see you all on the battlefield. Cheers.
That was Enlisted, which is available now on PC, PS5, and Xbox Series X and S.
Next up, we've got a bullet-time stunt shooter with fully destructible environments. Oh, and the protagonist only has one arm.
How do you
Let's
run in
check
the wall?
out Severed Steel.
If you only have one arm, you're not using your arm to guard you. The other one.
Why would you use your arm to guard you running on the wall?
No, you don't. Never mind.
You just running on the wall. What?
No, it doesn't make sense.
Bro, running on the wall alone doesn't make sense. Like, come on now. Stop. Stop that. Anybody running on the wall the way you run on the wall? Arms or no arms?
Type of,
realistic. Oh wait, what did he do with his other arm though?
What?
What did he have on his other arm? He like punch people. He must have something on his like stub arm.
Yeah, it reminds me of fast-paced super hot.
Yeah. Is that kind of cool?
Super hot.
Severed Steel is coming soon on PC, Xbox, and PlayStation.
Okay, notepads at the ready, because for this next section, we're going to race through 8 exciting upcoming games that deserve your full attention.
8 exciting games.
Here's
that
our
deserve full
future hits
attention, but
montage for 2021.
going faster than
I know. Was that a Halo? No, it was... Definitely not fried chicken. Let's play Ranch Sim, bro.
Build a barn. Build a barn. Build a barn.
We've seen this game too. Slit. Probably. Oh my god, those games definitely needed my attention.
Okay, I might regret asking this, but you want to help me with this next one, Omachao?
Okay. Did you know that Sega recently announced
Where's
Sonic
your
Colors
screaming
Ultimate?
right now?
We've got some exclusive gameplay from a stage that nobody has seen yet. I hope Sonic does okay
No.
without me.
Did not regret.
Lord,
Did not
Lord,
regret
she's
it.
awesome.
Hi everyone, I'm Katie Golden, senior producer at Sega.
She got a picture in the wall?
And I'm excited to share with you an exclusive clip of Tropical Resort from our
Bro, what does she have
upcoming
on the
release,
top
Sonic
side? Was that
Colors
like an
Ultimate.
old school
Please enjoy.
Genesis or?
Probably.
That's definitely an old school Sega system. What needs to be Sonic one? Oh, that bothered me.
See it?
Didn't get that ring. That little charge thing was hot.
Yeah. I feel like the person playing is not going like fast enough to my liking.
Yeah.
We'll look at the comment section, see what they're saying.
The fact that he missed that ring really like had me tight though.
Get ready for Sonic Colors Ultimate, which is racing onto PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, and PC on September 7th. Moving swiftly on, we've got a new management game from Chucklefish where you play as a powerful artificial intelligence in control of a space station. Do you want to roll the trailer, Troy?
I'm sorry, Laura. I'm afraid I can't do that. I know that you were planning to disconnect me.
No, never mind. I'll handle it. Here is Starmancer.
Oh, Psychonauts 2 is coming out in August. I forgot about that. Damn. So does this mean it's confirmed that Halo's gonna be December? Because Xbox posted 6 games in 6 months, and Halo's in December.
Yeah, I feel like it makes sense, but
it sucks, man.
The November 15th makes so much sense. They've got to be doing something big on the 15th then, because that's like that is their 20th anniversary. They've been like hyping it up all year. Like, when it comes to
at least
do something.
At least a beta.
I really think the beta is gonna hit beforehand, but
we're excited to announce today that Starmancer is coming
it's gonna
August
suck such
5th,
a long time.
2021,
That's 6
and it's
months.
available
We
to
gotta
wish list
wait.
on Steam now.
Laura, you know, ever since that lake trailer, I've been thinking, have you ever wondered about the Postal Service? Like, that there's just so much.
Unless they change your mind, be
Halo,
like,
you know?
yeah, Halo's coming out in October.
Not really, no.
Okay. You're saying you don't know about Jeff and Deborah.
What are you talking about? I'm just gonna press this button again and hope it explains everything.
Oh, it will. Trust me.
Kiwi is a game about
Yeah.
two Kiwi birds who work at the post office.
my name is Jeff.
Their names are Jeff and Deborah.
So we playing Kiwi?
I'm Joel, I'm one of the developers on Kiwi, and I'm going to show you how a Kiwi level changes over the course of the game. So in this room, you're transcribing urgent messages and assembling them ransom note style by stamping them onto the page with your butts. You'll come back to this room every so often throughout the game, but there will always be a new twist to change things up. So as summer turns to autumn, now your word fragments are moving around on conveyor belts, and you'll need to chop certain words in half with the descrambler to get the pieces you need. Jeff and Deborah are going to have to deal with all kinds of hazardous work conditions. You've got sandstorms during the summer, mayfly swarms. These guys have no respect for personal property. Paranormal activity. This is genuine footage of an actual haunting. In winter, the post office gets hit with a huge blizzard, and now this level becomes about sharing the warmth of a single tiny lantern to break through blocks of ice and keep each other from becoming kiwi sickles. Our little heroes are going to face new challenges every level and in every room of the post office, whether they're typing telegrams, or packaging shipping crates, or helping an octopus sort the mail. It's all in a day's work for Jeff and Deborah. Also, you can dress up your Kiwis,
I know what I'm
so
buying.
don't say we never did nothing for you. We're releasing Kiwi on August 31st for PC and all major consoles, and we hope to see you at the post
Jeff
office.
and Deborah.
Thanks for watching.
All right, you got me, Troy. I'm a believer. Co-op Postal Puzzler Kiwi is coming to PC and all current console platforms on
roguelike
August
with an
31st,
attitude, so.
2021.
See? Told you.
What's up?
Next up, we've got a roguelike with an
And it's a
attitude.
roguelike
A
for the
game
next
show
game.
shooter where you earn likes for dunking on competitors and causing a little wanton destruction. Will the circle be unbroken? Get it?
I feel like you're
Find
right.
out in this world premiere.
World premiere. Bethlehem TV.
That was Death Run TV, and you can play the pilot right now by heading down to the Future Game Show page on Steam.
Okay, hazmat suits at the ready. Because this next game tasks players with building a team of stalkers to survive a 3D scanned recreation of the Chernobyl exclusion zone. Here's more on what to expect in Chernobylite.
Mówi się, że to, co designerzy sobie wymyślają, to jest pisanie listu miłosnego. Każdy kiedyś był zakochany, pisał list miłosny, wydawało mu się, że to jest takie piękne, wspaniałe, a potem po latach znajdował te listy i mówił: Jezus Maria, co ja tu za bzdury pisałem. Zaczynaliśmy właściwie od gry, gdzie skupialiśmy się na przetrwaniu, na menedżowaniu swoim czasem i towarzyszami. To wszystko wydawało się po designersku dobre, ale zwykle emocjonalnie dosyć nudne. I dlatego dodawaliśmy coraz więcej elementów, które angażowały gracza, które były dla niego ciekawe. Na początku był to taki mały chat, który gracz sobie mógł modyfikować, ale był całkowicie opcjonalny. Z biegiem gry on stawał się coraz bardziej sensem gry, coraz bardziej jego sercem. Nadawaliśmy coraz większą rolę naszym towarzyszom i warto im było dać właśnie tą walkę, coraz więcej potworów, coraz więcej możliwości, coraz więcej broni. Absolutnie normalnym jest, że zaczyna się z czymś zupełnie innym niż to, z czym się kończy.
Fight to survive when Chernobylite comes to PC on July 28th, as well as Xbox and PlayStation in the summer. If you were lucky enough to catch one of the early access codes during the virtual show floor, you can play Chernobylite right now.
GamesRadar.com.
But if you missed them, we've also got more codes to give away on GamesRadar.com.
Next up, here are our friends at Team 17 to show us what they've been cooking up with their upcoming PC and console games. Let's take a look.
Product not yet rated.
Animal Crossing. No. Why does game look like? Why does game look like Animal Crossing?
It does. What the heck is Steam trying to do? What are you trying to tell me, Steam?
Oh, you can.
They said it's out now.
Be sure to wishlist any games that sparked your interest on our Steam page. It really does help the developer out. Or you can also head over to gamesradar.com for more info.
This next game has an engrossing art style, reminiscent of everything from Wes Anderson movies to Wallace and Gromit. Let's throw it over to the Slow Bros to talk you through some exclusive gameplay from their stop-motion handmade adventure, Harold Halibut.
Hi, my name's Donut and I'm the director and composer of Harold Halibut.
And I'm Ole, the game's art director.
Harold Halibut is a handmade narrative game about friendship and life on a city-sized spaceship stuck under sea. It's been 250 years since your home. An Ark-like spaceship fled an Earth on the verge of Cold War to find a habitable planet on which to preserve the human race. You are Harold, a young lab assistant to the ship's lead scientist, Jean Marot. While most of the other inhabitants have reconciled themselves to a life lived aboard the sunken ship, Marot still works tirelessly to find a way to leave the planet and find a new, drier home. Of course, we don't want to spoil too much of the story, so let's dive into some gameplay details. You're able to explore a huge part of the spaceship right from the beginning of the game. While the professor will always have tasks waiting for you, the wonderfully weird rest of the Fedorans will keep you just as busy. It was very important for us to not only focus on an exciting main storyline, but to create a world full of interesting events and meaningful encounters. The dialogues don't only help you progress in the main story, but also help you get to know more about the many characters that inhabit our world. Weaving through the narrative, you'll run into playful interactions like repairing a broken 3D printer. Your PDA is always available to you for an overview of current tasks as well as messages from other characters.
This is also where Harold's personal drawings are kept, as well as a few more shenanigans. At this point, you might be wondering how we achieved the stop-motion-like look of the game. We are in fact building every single thing you see in the game in the real world. We build sets and puppets and then 3D scan everything. We're then able to use motion capturing to create lifelike animations for a huge cast of characters.
Very interesting.
While the game begins with Harold's mundane day-to-day, mysterious events and a fateful encounter will soon plunge you into a new world that nobody could have guessed existed, and one that may hold the key for morose relaunch plans. We're really excited to find out how you like being immersed in this unique world and the feeling of puppeteering Harold. There's still quite a bit of work to do, so all we can say right now is that Harold Halibut will come soonish on PC, PlayStation, and Xbox. You can already wishlist the game on Steam. Thanks for watching, and enjoy the rest of the show.
Harold Halibut is coming soonish to PC, PlayStation, and Xbox.
Okay, yes, there have been a few gloomy games so far, so we came up with a wholesome chaser. I'm told that the developers came up with something so sweet and so positive that they just had to call it Happy Game. Seriously, if what I'm reading is correct, this one is gonna melt your hearts.
Bro, it looks mad creepy.
What? He saw it. What? What the? They lied! That's not what I wanted.
Huh. Okay, Laura, hope you're still there. Tell me you just watched the same trailer that I did.
Troy, yeah, that was something. What I want to know is who the hell is writing this script?
Yeah, I don't know, but they're telling me that Happy Game is coming to PC and Nintendo Switch in 2021. Oh, and demo is available now if you want to have a cheerful jaunt into a land of wonder. Good luck with that.
Our next game is a gorgeous hand-drawn puzzle platformer following a young mechanic in a broken world. Pay attention at the end of this trailer for some exciting information about the Minute of Islands release date.
4 brothers, bound by eternal purpose. They all broke at the same time. And a girl named Mo. She knows what must be done. When the blight first came, people began to panic. And now, the spores are taking hold of whatever remains. Mo's family is still here, however. She has been tasked to protect them. After all, she is the bearer of the Omni Switch.
That's one thing with these game shows is that the art design is never lacking.
Minute of Islands.
Yes, we are excited to announce that Minute of Islands is out now for PC, Mac, PlayStation, and Nintendo Switch, and will be arriving on Xbox later this week.
Next up, we've got an update from the folks at Techland, who are fine-tuning the zombie
not just
parkour
see
of
this?
Dying Light 2. Let's throw it over to the
Did we
developers
not
who are
just
here to
see
answer
Dying
some
Light?
of your
Was that
questions
the
about
PC
the game.
showcase?
PC game show, yeah.
Okay. It's all blurred out.
Can you tell us a bit more about the video we just saw in the PC Gaming Show?
The video presented in the PC Gaming Show brings you closer to Aiden's story. What he's looking for, what motivates him, how he ends up in the city, and of course, what happened in the old franchise between both games. This is a bunch of important information about the DL2 story.
Okay, so we know more about the main storylines from the mentioned video. How does the game look outside the core campaign?
Side quests are an important part of world building in Dying Light 2. Through these quests you can decide how the city will look like thanks to the city alignment system, or bring new opportunities for the citizens. A great example is an opera singer that Timon mentioned in developers AMA. Some citizens will support your decisions, some of them will not. But it's up to you to decide how the city should look like. We have a lot of game activities prepared for our players, but at this stage we want it to be a surprise for you.
How seamless is the co-op experience? Would you say that the best way to experience Dying Light 2 is with a friend?
It could be. What is cool about the co-op is that it gives you an opportunity to see how the world changes when your friends make different decisions than you. In co-op you can walk in their shoes to experience all those differences. But really there is no just one way to play Dying Light 2. It's up to you guys.
How are you improving the story for Dying Light 2?
I know we all have great fun killing infected, but we also want to give you a deep, thought-provoking experience that will let you be immersed in the DL2 world for long hours. On top of that, thanks to the choices and consequences mechanics, the story will be shaped differently depending on the way you play.
You've promised a great open world that feels alive. How is it going?
Yeah, well, as you can imagine, Dying Light 2 is full
Same,
of
bro.
infecteds, but
Dying
it's also
Light
full
pretty
of
lit,
humans
man.
with their everyday life activities and purposes.
We
We are
co-op
building
up
Dying
in
Light
there?
2 around a simple rule.
Actually,
Ground
we
is
need
death
some
and
co-op,
rooftops
yo.
alive. What is cool is that
I'm surprised they
NPCs
haven't
act
said anything about
differently on
co-op.
each of those
I
levels.
mean, I wouldn't be surprised if
Also,
there's
their
co-op.
behavior
Yeah, I did.
depends
He
on
said
the
it.
choices you make
Oh, you
and the
said
way
it?
you play.
Yeah, he said co-op.
It might be deaf. I guess I'm deaf.
Yeah, Manny, it's official, bro. Manny's officially deaf, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, the question was, is co-op the best way to play the game? He said there's no one best way to play. Co-op is just another opportunity to see the world through another player's eyes.
Dying Light 2 is coming
So
to
Battle
PlayStation
Gnome, yo, what's
4,
your favorite
PlayStation
game so far?
5, Xbox Series
Of all the
X
showcase
and
that
S,
was
and
broadcasted
PC
so far.
on December 7th.
Revealed during the Nintendo Indie World Showcase earlier this year, this next game is a
Okay, we got another
skateboarding action
skateboarding game?
platformer. Here's Simon Bennett from Roll7 to give you an exclusive look at Ollie Ollie World.
Man, speaking of skateboarding, they didn't showcase that new skate game.
Oh,
Hi
the new
there.
skate? We're
I'm
probably not
Simon
going to see that
Bennett,
until
and
July
I'm the
with the
co-CEO
E3.
I know we're not
of
gonna
the
see it then, but
award-winning
like,
studio,
you know what I'm
Roll
saying? I just
7.
want to see it already.
Hype for Sea of Thieves.
Right now, we're working
yeah.
on Ollie Ollie World. It's
That
our
Pirates of the
stunning
Caribbean
action
DLC was like,
platform. You're going to meet
Fuego.
quirky characters on a
Yeah.
magical road trip through Radlandia.
I haven't played too
And
much
of
Sea of
course,
Thieves, but
add
that
a ton of new skate
definitely with
moves
Johnny
into
Depp
your
being
trip
in there, you know, I got to definitely revisit the game.
Sea of Thieves is a lot of fun. Like, that's actually a good co-op experience right there.
As a studio, we've spent over a decade on flow state games. They transport you into a state of total
That's nice,
focus
though.
and immersion, and it's something
I'm
that we
definitely
very
excited for
much
that.
continue to build
Forza,
on
though.
with
Just
Ollie
that
Ollie World.
photorealism is looking sexy.
What I miss, guys? Did I miss anything good?
If you've played
Yes.
previous
Yeah,
games,
yes.
in the
That
series,
boxing
you're
game
probably
that
pretty
you wanted.
aware that you're going to slam a bunch before you
Oh,
succeed.
shit.
Yeah.
What
And
is
for
it?
players who want it, that
Showed a
challenge
lot,
is very
actually.
much still there. New players
have to
will
watch
be
it
happy
back.
to hear that the game will welcome you with open
Was that
arms
the only good
and
thing?
ensure that we can get you up
There's
and
a couple
running in no
interesting
time.
things here and there.
Ultimately, we've
Yeah,
managed
this is
to
definitely
make
a better
failure
show than the
part of the
PC
fun.
one.
Yeah, you're
Oh,
gonna
Lord,
get
damn
knocked
it.
down,
Damn
but
it.
you finally nail that line.
That was
it
good.
tastes
I will
just that
rewatch
much
it.
sweeter.
Gotta do it.
Oh, Battlefield, definitely. Everybody here
There's
is ready
just
for
so much more
Battlefield.
flow to the game. We've even added grabs.
I wish it was one of those games in Game Pass, but I'm definitely ready for Battlefield 6, man. Not
My
six.
money is still on it
Insane
being in
tricks
Game Pass.
to
I
keep
just
your
think we
fingers
might not
busy.
hear about it for
There's
a
a
little
range
while.
of visually and mechanically distinct
I still
areas
Even
feel
if
like
it's not
will
Game
change.
Pass, I hope
to the
it's
brim
cosplay.
with a
It's like,
fantastical cast.
I feel like
Quirky
it's one of those games that should be in
beautiful
crossplay,
landscapes,
especially
cities,
if they
and
do
of
have like a
course,
120
walking
hertz
trees.
mode on console. Like,
Ollie
it
Ollie
only makes
World is
sense.
coming to PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X and
This
S,
game looks like
Nintendo
rocket
Switch,
power.
and PC this winter. Make sure you wishlist it now.
I can see that.
That was Ollie Ollie World, which is coming to
PSVR
PC
game,
and
okay.
all current console platforms this winter.
Next up, we've got a new game from the team at Odd Bug Studio, creators of PSVR's The Lost Bear. This animated story trailer will introduce you to the world of Tales of Iron. And something
Was it
tells
Troy?
me you might be familiar with the narrator.
Rats versus frogs.
For centuries and longer, rats have fought tirelessly to repel the incessant frog invasions.
Rah.
Peace was only ever short-lived. Until finally, a young monarch rose to power.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Battlefield definitely would be
King
perfect game for
Ratus,
crossplay.
first of his name,
Especially now in this new age.
unified the
Especially
Red
if like
Kingdoms
they want to
under
compete with
one
like Call of
rule,
Duty with Warzone be
repelling
crossplay,
Grimwald
and that
and
being the
his
biggest game out now.
back to the
Like
putrid
there's no way you
swamps
can't
from
just say
whence they
Battlefield not
came.
crossplay.
It wouldn't make sense
Crops
with it just being
prospered,
120 something players on the doing it
flourished,
once. Like, why would you
and the
not do
magnificent
crossplay?
crimson
And it's not like
You're
it's
literally
competitive
making it
shooter.
harder to play
toward
a
the
lot.
sky.
Like I mean, obviously it's competitive in some ways, but it's not like a
Passed,
you know
King
Call of
Ratus the
Duty
Savior
World
grew
Championship type of
old,
thing, where it's like
and the
you know what I'm
kingdom,
saying, like PC players have the
vulnerable
advantage of
once
keyboard and
more.
mouse compared to console.
His people
Like,
grew anxious,
it would be
some
definitely a perfect
claiming to
crossplay game.
perceive a faint
Get you know
odor
everybody
in the
playing
air.
together.
Especially
Greenwood
if
had
there's a
returned
BR.
with a ferocious vengeance.
Oh yeah, that's
Amassing
I'd
an
be
army
curious
of
about like
unfathomable
cheaters and shit
scale.
like that, but
He burned
That's
that's
everything
definitely like
in
a
his
limited
path
Battlefield
towards
5
the
Century
Crimson
their
Keep.
battle royale mode. Like
King
yeah, they have a
Ratus
battle
gazed
royale
down
mode, but you have to
upon
pay
his withered
$60. Not
claws,
only that, you
barely
have to
able to
crossplay
hold
with
the
console players and
crown.
PC players, so
He
it's
had
not
little
like
hope
you
of
can
wielding a sword. So it was decided the crown should pass to Whiskers.
I feel like the rodents got some good representation over this past weekend.
For the
You know what I'm saying?
kingdom needs a hero. And so, your tale begins.
Is it weird to look at physical boxes now? I feel like that's weird.
Question
That-
the reign of the Iron
It is.
It is kind of weird to me.
Doug.
But
Anyway, in Tales
I
of
still
Iron,
got
which is coming to PC and all
I still got
current
my
console platforms.
box art. No,
Our next segment is from Polish studio Movie Games and hosted by God of War and Twisted Metal director David Jaffe, who recently joined their supervisory board.
Yeah.
David Jaffe's.
Well, hello,
an
fellas.
interesting
It's
dude.
me, David Jaffe. Great to see you. God of War, Twisted Metal, a bunch of PlayStation stuff. These days, I'm doing some new stuff with movie games. These guys, they've hooked up with this great company. You have to have heard of them, Plattige Image, one of the best VFX houses in the business. They worked on The Witcher. They worked on Love, Death, and Robots. We're making a brand new game, the biggest game we've ever done, by the way, that's all about crime and mob and mafia and different time periods. It's going to be great. But for today, settle in, babies. These are the brand new games coming very soon from movie games. Lust from Beyond. Man, this is one of the coolest games I've played in the last year. It's what turned me on to movie games in the first place.
I'm like ahead of
What
you.
you're looking at is the M-rated, console-friendly version of the erotic
I'm just
horror
saying, like,
cult
do you
classic.
see it? It looks
First-person
beautiful.
action-adventure game that blends Lovecraftian horror with weird freaking eroticism. I love this game. Lust from Beyond. Game number 2 is called Fire Commander. Let you step into the shoes of the only real-life superheroes we got, the first responders. This game is my childhood fantasy come to life. This game took me totally by surprise. You're trapped in the
Looks like
wilderness,
Survivor
freezing,
Simulator.
hungry, and
My
now
boy
you're starting to go a
drinking,
little bit
drinking.
insane. Then you start seeing all kinds of crazy stuff out there. Winter
Why is
Survival
that drinking?
Simulator, it's coming soon.
Yeah, I
Have
know
a
I'm
great
ahead. My bad.
E3. Have a great future games. I miss you guys. I'll see you soon. Oh my God.
Why is he drinking on the job?
Why would it?
Thanks to David Jaffe. And check out GamesRadar.com for more about movie games' upcoming titles.
This next presentation comes from the folks at Xseed Games, the makers of Story of Seasons and Rune Factory. Here's a look at their most exciting current and upcoming projects.
Interesting. Oh boy, had the big bottle shrimp off.
I want whatever he's drinking. Shit.
In fact.
XC got all the anime games.
Coming in Nintendo Switch. Drink it, drink.
Interesting. XC.
Man, I hope Nintendo brings out bangers, cause my Switch collecting dust.
Well. Hell of a wish you got there. Hell of a wish.
Hey man, we'll see. You know, with the Switch Pro rumors, even though we probably ain't gonna get no Switch Pro yet. Watch.
If they was smart, they would at least like show it. We ain't even got to talk about
Oh,
the
you
details.
missed it,
Just show
Chris,
it.
yo. You missed the ghetto Animal Crossing game show.
Wait, what?
Oh, they did have like this bootleg Animal Crossing game. I don't even know if I want to call it bootleg because it actually graphically looked better than yeah, it was like an Animal Crossing like game.
So like some other people out there like Genshin was like, yo, we gonna take this too. That's hilarious. I'm just so tired of games like this. Oh my god.
What do you mean? What? Like, I don't even
No, it's fine. It's perfectly fine if other people want to play this. I'm saying me. I'm tired of games like this. But you also have to understand how much games like this I played when I was a kid. Like I don't want to play this shit no more. You know what I mean? Like I'm good.
How are they gonna show trailers for 4 and then show trailers for 5 nights?
Yo, that looked like fucking QB Mom, bro. That was dope. Digimon, if you know, you know.
I'll get straight to it tomorrow. Today, I rest.
I look forward to working together, as colleagues and as rivals.
They better end this show off with something banger. Please.
How long is the show? Like 90 minutes?
It's supposed to be an hour, so I'm surprised they're still going.
Marvelous.
Find out more about Xseed's lineup on GamesRadar.com.
This next game is a hack-and-slash RPG with twin-stick shooter elements set in a retro sci-fi world. Here's a new gameplay trailer for Batora, Lost Haven.
Batora.
Oh yeah, now we're talking.
Batora Lost Haven is coming soon to PC and all current console platforms. And you can sign up to play the closed alpha when it launches on July 21st now.
Let's slow things down a bit with a look at the next game from the creators of 2 Point Hospital.
Oh wait, I think I saw something about this a few weeks ago.
No, you didn't. Here's developers Mark Webley, Ben Huskins, and Gary Card to tell you all about it and give you a first look at gameplay.
Let's make a big ass fucking pie. Yeah. Oh yeah. I like it already.
Introducing 2 Point Campus.
That made me want to get some sweet.
When we're thinking about what we're going to do next, campus and the idea of running a university or a college was something we just kept coming back to. It's a really rich topic. So people who haven't probably heard of 2 Point Studios may think, oh, schools, that's really dull. Well, hospitals, if you've seen our previous game, isn't about healthcare really. It's a wrapper, you know, we call it 2 Point Hospital, but that's about as close as it gets to real world of medical healthcare.
Campus is taking everything we learned from 2 Point Hospital and taking it to the next level.
The important thing was for us to give the player a canvas that they could completely create themselves.
In Campus, you start with this blank plot of land.
We've got something called the Smart Brush, for example, which allows you to drag interesting shaped pathways. If you want to drag a picket fence, you can drag that along. It's just really easy to paint the world you want.
So it's really simple to drag out a courtyard, lay down some paths at different angles.
And it's fun, isn't it? I mean, it's adding this kind of city builder element to 2 Point Universe. The difference between 2 Point Hospital and Campus is that we're spending a much longer period with our students. What we wanted to do with Campus is make you care about your university. You know, the idea of these interesting and different courses are going to attract
I'm not going to let that piece look good.
Students. So there's a night school, horrible pun, but
He
night
was in the
school,
booth
you've got
getting
it.
it, yeah.
You're going to
Right,
train
you
knights at the
spit
realm.
bars.
So it won't be stuffy, normal, boring stuff that made you go to sleep at school. It's going to be really cool, interesting stuff.
That was 2 Point Campus,
I feel like
which
I
is
need to
coming
see more
soon to
about that one,
PC
'cause it's
and all
interesting,
current
but
console
they didn't-
platforms.
Our next game is in early
deep
development,
enough.
but it already has a very cool code name, which is always a good sign. Here's Leo to tell you all about Project Ferocious.
Ferocious.
Hello, my name is Leo, and I'm the developer of Project Ferocious, an action-adventure game set on a mysterious tropical island. Some of you might know me from Twitter as Omniok, where I post about the game and development and tech and stuff. And if not, I've been doing game dev for about 12 years with a big passion, and I've been working on this project for about 2 years. It's the first project of mine I decided to show to the public, and even though I know it still has a very long way to go, I'm very proud to present it today to you on the show. Please enjoy the trailer.
Be playing Forza in real life. This game give me that Ark vibes.
I like dinosaurs.
That's giving me Torque vibes.
This looks very similar to the very first game. I was thought, oh, we're not other people though. said it was a ways out.
Project Ferocious is targeting a 2023 release date and coming to PC, PlayStation, and Xbox.
Our next world premiere asks, what if Doom Guy had a drunk one-night stand with Super Meat Boy?
World premiere.
This next game wants to answer that question for some reason.
It's a hell of a question.
Yeah, that was definitely a question.
Like what if, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be the first Unreal 5 game we're gonna see.
Yo, I was just gonna say that. That's weird that you said that.
Yeah. We're getting a lot of Doom-like games now. No.
It's kind of true, though.
Everything's alike. Just like that, like roguelike. Souls like. That looks kind of fire though. I'll play that.
Yeah. Because I always feel like the thing about
Watch
Doom
out
is
for
like
war
it
cry
has
challenges
this
when it stops defying
very
gravity and
fast,
launches
visceral pace to it. It's like different than some of the other shit.
on
So,
PC.
like,
I mean,
it's in
Doom
several
is
games
the
like-
OG.
Up next, we've got another world premiere. Conway, Disappearance at Dahlia View is a story-driven detective thriller set in 1950s England. Let's find out more, shall we?
World premiere.
Robert Conway, 22nd of June, 1954. I've solved many a case in my time as a private investigator, but nothing so.
I wish Telltale games would come back.
As
I
the
miss them.
abduction of Charlotte May.
I feel
There
it.
are some things that take hold of a person and refuse to let go.
Damn.
For me, it's the idea of saving that little girl.
Punch the shit out of that dude.
My own daughter, Catherine, is on the case. She has the same look in her eye that I used to have. There'll be no stopping her.
Detective Vulture.
Are you supposed to solve this mystery?
I wish I could say that all my neighbors are innocent. I wish I could say that I have the faintest clue where to begin. There's a lot I wish I could say. The truth is, sometimes it takes a nightmare to wake a place like Dahlia View.
Interesting.
I am in. That was Conway, Disappearance at Dahlia View from White Paper Games, and you can dig into the mystery yourself when it lands on PC and all current console platforms, autumn 2021.
And with that, we're at the end of this year's Future Game Show.
Whoa, hold on. Surely this can't be the end. I mean, it's an E3 showcase.
Nope, sorry, Troy, that's it.
Oh.
Just kidding.
One more
knew
thing.
it. All right, let's see it.
World premiere.
Come on.
Not Marissa Marcel.
Yo, the actress looks like the chick from Queen's Gambit. I'm assuming that might be her.
You talking about the middle? Middle?
Yeah.
Immortality.
My name is Marissa Marcel. I'm 17 years old, and it's my dream to be an actress.
And that really is all we have time for. Be sure to head to GamesRadar.com for more coverage and updates on all the games you've seen today and more.
I'm really excited about that Sam Barlow reveal. Yes, and thanks to our headline partners, WD Black, and of course, all of our
crazy,
many
'cause both of
talented
these hosts have,
developers
like,
and
voiced
industry partners
everything
that have
in
made
the
all of
industry.
this possible.
And of course, for everyone
Laura
tuning in
Bailey
at
and
home.
Troy
Well, we hope
Baker
you've
voiced
enjoyed
Lid
today's
to really
lineup,
everybody.
and mark your diaries because the
Yeah.
Future Game Show will be returning in August.
I'm Laura Bailey.
And I'm Troy Baker.
August?
And
That's not too
this
far away.
has been the Future Game Show 2021.
Hopefully we get to they show that dinosaur game that I was talking about.
It's gonna look almost exactly like the other dinosaur game we saw, though. The funny part.
Yeah. That one?
Exactly. I don't know.
That's the other dinosaur.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was the other one or the. I don't know. Either way, they both look good. Sonic looked good. This was a. For what I was expecting, I give them like a B minus on this one.
So I think the best game was the Happy Gold War. No.
Oh my god, the Happy Happy Games. Interesting. All right, well, before we get out of here, because we're gonna wrap it up. Yeah, I mean, we already recapped the first half of the day with Microsoft and Square Enix. We already talked about Microsoft press conference knocking it out of the ballpark there. But second half of the day is really what we want to recap here. So Back for Blood, PC Game Show, and the Future Game Showcase. What do you guys think was your favorite thing that you've seen out of each of those so far? Manny, I'll start with you.
That Samurai Battle Royale type of game. That game definitely did look dope. Can't wait to get my hands on that when it comes to early access on PC. And also, damn, I forgot the other game's called, but oh yeah, we finally got to see some games, gameplay or a little bit of stuff from the esports boxing game.
That was
definitely excited for that because it's been a while. We have a traditional boxing game, so hopefully that starts a trend. Maybe EA will start being like, okay, they want to start a boxing game, so we will.
Yeah, might step their game up a little bit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, Chris, what about you, man? What was your favorite thing you've seen? I know you missed a good chunk of the Future Game Showcase. I think you would have definitely liked that one more than the PC one, but yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Just based on even a little recap, I think there was a couple things I would have liked. I'm gonna go back and rewatch though. I'm happy they showed the boxing game because I've been talking about that for a little bit. I'm really excited that that's coming out. I think that's gonna be one of those games, man, where people are talking shit to one another, and they're like, you know what, man, pick it up, pick up the sticks right now. I'm telling you, bro, that's how it is with those games, bro. I cannot wait. Oh man, so hype. Out of everything we saw today in the second half, Back 4 Blood looked pretty cool. I'm always here for more of these co-op games. I think we need more of those. There's not enough. So yeah, I mean, shit. I'm not as well versed in the Left 4 Dead as you guys are, but I'm here to get immersed.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. I probably have to go with Goop on the PC thing because there wasn't a lot of things that really got me in the PC showcase, but the Samurai BR thing is really cool, man, because it's how do I put it? It reminded me a lot of Spellbreak, but not. You know what I'm saying? Like Spellbreak, but they going ham outside. I'm so sorry, guys. Please
we
do
don't
not
hear
mind
it.
the tone. Oh, okay. Sorry, I had to check. That was crazy. Yeah, it reminds me of Spellbreak a little bit in a sense, but I don't know. I guess I wish Spellbreak looked like that. So that was cool. And then if I'm thinking about anything else from today that I liked a lot, I like all the dinosaur shit we saw today because I fucking love dinosaurs.
That's my biggest.
But yeah, I mean, we saw some cool things in the second half, but the first half, man, oh god,
yeah,
oh god,
Xbox killed it.
Oh god,
definitely.
That's
Also like
Xbox
the
carried
Chernobyl Light game.
Chernobyl Light. I like that
game
too.
did look dope. It's on early access on Steam.
Yeah.
Did they show the Division zombie game?
Nope. They kind of already said it. That wasn't going to be a thing that they see.
Yeah, we definitely. Yeah, Ubisoft not going to show that off outside of their own press conference. That'd be really poor. That would be such a bad decision.
Yeah.
But yeah, for me, you know, obviously you guys talked about it. Back for Blood was amazing. You know, I'm super excited for that game. Very glad it's going to be in Game Pass. We got that confirmation day one. It's going to be a lot of fun. The PC game show. There really wasn't much that I was interested in, obviously. You know, like you guys mentioned, that samurai game is definitely something that's cool. But the biggest things for me from the second half has got to be that Project Ferocious game that looks beautiful. The fact that one man is making that game is kind of nutty. And then also that last one we just saw, Immortality, solely because the very first thing that I thought when I saw the actress and like I saw the way the posters looked was right in the middle. The actress looked like Anya Taylor-Joy, and I feel like that might be on purpose. And then sure enough, they showed that one of the writers on Queen's Gambit, which is the show that she was on, is going to be involved with this game. So I kind of feel like she might be involved with this one, but we'll see. I'm curious about it for sure. I mean, it's definitely going to be a ways off, but something I'm going to keep my eye on.
Definitely, man. I can say the future of gaming is looking bright.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. Well, we're gonna head out for now. We may be back tomorrow with some recaps, some stuff. I don't know if we have time to do full live streams tomorrow, but you know, we'll try to make it work. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe if you guys like what you're seeing here, and we'll check you guys out next time.
Peace.
Peace,
be
guys.
with you. Stay water, my friends.
Enjoy E3.